Hey man, I'm sorry. You know what? You're right. It was mean-spirited that I showed people that clip. You're right, it was. But that's after you called me like 20 times in like 7 minutes, right? You're right. I'm sorry for what I've done to you, but I didn't do it for no reason. I did it because of all this other stuff that you had done first. If you check your bank account and like Chase accidentally refunded you an extra 50 bucks, you might look at that and be like, listen, they can correct it. They can find it themselves. They can correct it. I don't want to care that much, all right?
We're gonna check out some of my good friend Denims from RobsMedia. We checked out RobsMedia last time. We watched a good hour and 12 of this. Rob told me on this video, and I think on most videos, but I'm not gonna do it every time, we have the ability to watch as much of this as we humanly want to on stream. Rob has done a bunch of stuff on like Denims, Eden is Online is one of them, Idiot Influencer Idubbbz is another. Mike from PA video is really good, super underrated. We covered that on the channel. Yeah, I really like some of this stuff. I don't know if I can watch the fish tank stuff because I'm not really a huge IRL guy. But RobsMedia remains being one of my favorite video essayists and one that has not failed me thus far. So please don't do it in the future. I don't know if I could take it. I don't know if I could take it, Rob. If you fail me in the future, I don't know if I could deal it. I don't know what I would do. It'd be over. Ian and Anissa's bootlicker. Okay, this is Denims coming in to defend the boy and gal. Okay.
In April,
Who is left? I don't know, dude. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead, dude. Push me to the edge.
YouTuber Idubbbz would release a new Content Cup episode after nearly 8 years of hiatus. It ended up being about Ethan Klein to the surprise of some, though not Denims, since she was actually involved with its making. It's very clear she gave her input, and she's not smart enough to make her own defense. And she appeared in the intro doing this cringy conga line routine. You got Denims, who's dressed like a prostitute. Ian.
Jesus Christ, dude. Well, to be clear, I don't know, dude. Like, it's literally Fansly. You know? I think she shows less than Anissa, but I thought Anissa didn't show anything, and I was wrong, so I have no fucking idea.
And who's a couple of...
I thought the Anissa stuff in the very beginning was bullshit, because I didn't even think she was doing, like, full naked pictures. People were like, no, Nick, dude, I gooned to this. I know for a matter of fact that it is full fucking top naked pictures.
Denny's meals away from looking like Derek Chauvin. Jabba the Hutt.
Wait, what the? What? What?
Ian, who's a couple of Denny's meals away from looking like Derek Chauvin.
Dude, I think he does. He literally looks like fucking Derek Chauvin with his haircut.
Who's dressed like a prostitute. Ian.
Derek Chauvin from Ontario.
Who's a couple of Denny's meals away from looking like Derek Chauvin.
Holy shit, he literally, he's like, he went to the barber, he goes, give me the Derek Chauvin. That's crazy. Motherfucker went to the barber shop, dude. Give me the fucking, dude, okay. Alright.
Jabba the Hutt. And that black guy I already forgot the name of.
It's Sean DeBlack, stop!
Despite how awful this intro is.
Dude, Sean is a very iconic character in the story. Sean is the most intelligent and the most notable person in the whole thing, dude. Sean DeBlack had a hit tweet recently that had like 35,000 likes. Okay, this guy is the most relevant YouTuber here.
Denims pretends it's funny by doing her signature fake laugh.
Who just called him Sean Civic? That was my first car, dude. I had a Shonda Civic.
Ethan, the dumb bitch is telling you to wake up.
Her line delivery in one scripted clip was really bad. Did anyone else pick up? We didn't talk about that part of it. Her line delivery, the one time she had to script something, was awful.
Wake up, Ethan. Wake up. Wake up, Ethan. Wake up. Wake
Got you guys.
Since anyone, just wake up. Wake up.
Wake
I actually could have gone my whole life without seeing this intro again.
up.
I mean, it made me a shitload of money, but that's in the past now. We don't need to relive that. I don't need to. The glory days aren't far enough away to relive them.
Wake up. Wake up, Ethan.
I'm not gonna do a react content yet, chat.
I'm the same. Nobody's telling you to wake up, Ethan. Yummy. I love Sabra.
Yeah, this is literally too soon.
Wake up, Ethan. Wake up.
Do you think that he hired somebody to edit this? Because it's kind of edited better than the rest of the content on his channel. Do you think he like had some fucking Discord moderator like put this thing together?
Now, I was...
Dude, leftist humor. Leftist humor is when you have a meme that has too many words on it. Like, iconic leftist meme, and it's just something with like a billion fucking characters to the point where nobody's reading it. I think I sent Chud Logic one of a Billy Mitchell thing where the joke was there were so many characters, and the first thing he said is like average lefty meme.
Not at all surprised by Idubbbz siding with these people. I'm just surprised it took this long. He and his wife, Anissa Jomha, have been trying to cozy up to the Hasan orbit for years, as most corners of the internet find the duo to be reprehensible
I recommend
Thank
watching
you!
Nicholas
I appreciate the
DeOrio's
dono.
latest video.
people. Ethan calling Ian out for being a snake was his last straw, with the content cop being his public declaration of joining the orbit. But despite the video performing well in views, it's been pretty widely mocked by the majority who've seen it. I went more in detail on this in my recent Idubbbz video, but the content cop is poorly structured, is incredibly unfunny, filled with multiple attempts at concern trolling, and removed a ton of context that explains Ethan's motivations for going after Hasan and his supporters. People like Denims will defend it because you kind of have to remove context in order for her to seem in the right. The release of the content cop led to the eventual downfall of Ian's boxing event,
Like the video,
Creator Clash 3.
The video was like so out of context. It was the most insane thing when I was watching this happen, because like it was so out of context. In fact, it made it retroactively funnier that they were calling context-based arguments before this. They were like, "Oh, you keep clipping us out of context." And then they all got in a video that clipped Ethan like dramatically out of context for a majority of the runtime.
This was due to many of the fighters hating that geopolitical drama was now involved at the event, and eventually both Ian and Anissa had to step down as organizers. The event would be postponed and later cancelled, though Denims chose to
I love this, dude. Denims watching Creator Clash 2.
sweep for Ian and Anissa the entire way.
You can't even sit. I'm covering up her reaction right now, but if you look at her face, it's not. There's no words.
When it was revealed
There was one. Hard cut.
that the couple were being paid 34% of the profits, Denim shows an older clip where Ethan acknowledges that they should be paid.
We had you guys on after the first event, though. I said, you guys gotta make money. Have you not changed anything since then?
Maybe next year we've talked about taking a salary next year because it is more than a full-time job. I mean,
Did you guys not take a salary at all?
No, not last year. This year
This is something that you've got to like seriously disclose, right? We've gone over this clip a million times. You have to disclose at the exact moment you go from making $0 to 34% of total earnings, right?
I don't think we will. But next year we'll take we're
profit.
Reworking the framework so we, our coworkers are making us take a salary next year, so that's fine.
Yeah, I mean...
Now Denim's main argument is that it's valid for Ian and Anissa to get paid, which isn't why people are mad.
Literally, just go back 2 years and here he is saying, you guys absolutely should get paid for your time. I'm sorry, you guys are spending all of your time. None of it is being...
Well, I'm so glad we watched the clip about Destiny on the previous episode. Holy fuck, we slid that right in under the fucking... Literally right in under the... right before the bell went off, I guess. Because, like, obviously playing the clip of Destiny with Denims and Denims, like, fucking a fan in his house might not be as well received today as it was the other day.
Spent making videos because you're too busy planning this event, talking to all of these fighters, dedicating your life to either boxing in Ian's case or wrangling these fighters to fight, making sure that everything works. And you didn't even take anything.
But they're not the only employee. Like, they're not the only one tasked with doing this stuff. They're just the vocal ones, I guess. I don't know. Like, there are other people who are supposedly working on this. Your argument that they needed to take a salary on this specific event, an event where they literally had people who were supposed to be handling promotion for them, is kind of like a moot point.
Or what? You didn't even get paid for any...
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
I do enjoy the lack of I in EHD. But I still don't understand the content cop intro. Much like no I in EHD. I would bet that was not Idubbbz's decision.
You'd think that anything that Idubbbz put in a video would be his decision, but that's not a given. That is not a given. It is not an automatic assumption that something that Idubbbz would post would be by him anymore.
Any of your labor putting this show together? That's crazy. You guys are allowed to make money off of the things that you put together. You're allowed to raise money for charity and also make money for yourself for organizing the event, which is, again, a very fucking reasonable position to hold.
Yeah, that's not why anyone's mad. I've never heard this clip before. I'm glad this is here.
People are pissed that they're being paid. It's that they're being paid 34% of the profits, which is a lot.
And $0 of the profits were directly going to charity. And their defense was, well, on the honor system, we were going to send some there. That is like a huge fucking issue. Like, this is one of those where if you don't want to talk about it, just don't talk about it. I don't know why you'd open your mouth and look like a fucking idiot.
This information was not transparently presented to either the fighters nor the general public, and some assume that all the profits were going to charity. They were not. And no.
In past events, they were. I mean, this is all stuff that needs... Like, when we found out what the transparency report was, it was extremely transparent why we'd never seen that report, you know? It was just a document that said, like, hey, all the things that you were worried about, they're all fucking true. And I wonder why you were never notified of this stuff.
It's not lost on me how ironic it is that Denims is defending her friends, who were engaging in some very capitalistic behavior, despite trying to present herself as a socialist. Denims also defends the decision to fly out a bunch of creators for the second event, and place them in a nice hotel.
I think Indonesia made a relatively correct decision in thinking maybe we should...
How could you call it a correct decision after Creator Clash 3 failed? What is the time on? If Harley is on the H3 podcast, Creator Clash 3 has already fallen, right? When was this fucking thing recorded?
Have a hotel near the...
153. Can someone fact check that for me? Is 153 after Creator Clash 3 failed? And we're talking about how this was like a justified thing, Creator Clash 2?
Venue where these people can go.
It's like she's allergic to having a good take.
Appreciated the shout out.
Personally, I think that the only problem with what they did was they should have incentivized every single person who was there to either donate some amount of money to the charity or to the for-profit side or whatever. Or they should have booked these rooms out and then sold them.
What is he supposed to do? Like blackmail them? Like, you're in this room for free. Those kids with cancer are starving. You need to feed those kids with cancer. Dude, they can't even get the people who they brought to promote their fight. So like, what are they supposed to do here? What are we talking about here, Denims? How would you go about doing that?
Like almost like subletting the hotel to the people who want to stay there. Because I understand putting like content creators and...
Yeah, if people make sizable donations, you could potentially offer them blocks for hotel rooms. If somebody donates, like, you see how Mr. Beast ran a charity event here for Team Water and people are donating like $1 million at a time? Yeah, you could probably put that guy in a hotel room. You don't give people hotel rooms, fly them out, and then they give you no money, hang out at your fucking group clout orgy session, and then go home. That's like kind of an issue.
And friends of the content creators and family members of the content creators all in one place so that everyone's there in the same space.
Did you know that there's no boxing event associated with Team Water? Did you know that? And did you know that they have like tons of star power associated with it? And those people just decided to actually contribute financially to the success of the event? It seems like a you problem.
And if you need to get in contact with someone immediately, you can do that easily. That makes sense to me.
Denims says all this as if she wasn't flown out to the event herself by Anissa so they can hang out and be gal pals.
And you have to disclose, like, hey, I'm going to defend these people, but just know that I got a hotel room and had my shit paid for. I mean, that's kind of an important detail, you know? I'd say that's a pretty important detail.
Did Denims donate any money to Creator Clash 2? Did she offer to pay for her own hotel room? Her silence on that must mean something.
Our silence means something.
Every time Ethan brings up Denims being flown out to Tampa, she shifts the conversation.
But to be honest, 2 massive galas flying out.
You know what else is massive?
A bunch of dipshit flying out Denims.
Let me just say, someone sent me this fucking post.
I didn't know she reacted to this. So is she saying that she was definitely flown out? Because as far as I was aware, that's an allegation, right? Was it ever proven that Denims was flown out and put in a hotel? Because if she's not saying no here and hearing them say that, yeah, I would say that's a pretty... Roll the clip? Okay, dude, you know what else is massive?
And you know what else is massive?
There we go, guys. There we go.
I'm sure those dying cancer kids who did not get any charity money...
Dude, based fucking RobsMedia for telling it how it is.
Love to see Denims at the red carpet gala. Around this same time, Ethan would invite Ian and Anissa's former boxing coach and his wife on their podcast. Mike and Kate revealed a ton of embarrassing...
My favorite shit ever was they were like, hey guys, I just want to let everybody know that like my wife was like trafficked. And immediately all of the like the easiest subjects possible turned around and like, I don't give a fuck that your wife was trafficked. It's like, dude, these people are allergic to optics. They're allergic to making arguments that would make them be perceived as good, normal people. Like, literally all you have to do is just talk, and they will come in here and say the craziest shit humanly possible. You don't really have to, try. You don't have to, like, stretch an L into a W here. It's not necessary.
Embarrassing shit about the Jomhas, though Denims would automatically write it off as fanfic. She never watches the full episode, and instead reads summaries and watches random clips in the Snark subreddit.
Dude, I watched like a little bit of this.
And again, why can you pull up a clip from the Snark subreddit and it's like totally above board, but an argument from fucking Ethan's video that he pulled off of Google Images must have come from the Destiny subreddit, and he must be an active user. Like, I feel like contributing to Snark needs to have the same L as like, or even like a bigger L than pulling from the Destiny subreddit.
Podcast just a tiny bit, and I literally had to close it because I was like, this is weird. Like, this is weird. Like, this is really weird.
She gets super pissed at Mike and Kate for revealing embarrassing details about the Jomha's sex lives, referring to the former as a douchebag.
And it doesn't help that, like, the boxing coach is being like a huge, like, douchebag the whole time, for lack of better words. And then his wife, I think, is just like laughing the whole time. And it feels very high school drama-y.
What do you think your entire, like, income is? Yeah, this is adult high school. If you think that you're better than adult high school, you're not. That is what we do here. That's the whole game. You're making drama content for, like, teenagers and people in their early 20s. You're not like fucking Socrates over here or something.
Anissa told us that Ian had a girlfriend.
You're not making art, okay? You're in the slot mines with me right now, fighting big bugs as Master Chief.
But he never had sex with her, and that she was a single mom.
So he lied. What? What?
Yeah, and that.
Dude, I get it, Denims. Your gimmick is looking like you're a completely confused, out of your element bimbo, but like, it can't be your reaction to every single thing. You can't go, oh, what? Every single time.
That's like, he couldn't get anybody.
I heard
like,
this.
So like this.
He was dating a single mom?
Well, she was
something about some sort of...
It's Socrates, dude. Socrates. It's like Sokka from Avatar.
MILF at rock climbing or something.
Yeah.
This was the guy telling us to act our age because we posed for a photo and did this.
Yeah, because this is actually funny. The guy that mocks his old fans for being basement-dwelling losers turned out to be a basement-dwelling loser himself. One that didn't lose his virginity until he was 26. Ethan only decided to start spreading this info after Ian unironically found the human skulls thing to be funny.
One last question. Did you send...
Again, like, the easiest... Like, this again. Here's another one. All right. Back to the Hasan Piker drama from the fucking entire stream. All right, all you have to say is that the skulls was bad, and I think the skulls are bad. All right, look what he says.
The skulls. What is your opinion on the skulls, and did you send them?
I didn't send the skulls. I don't know. I thought the skulls thing was kind of humorous to hear that.
Dude, you're fucking... I'm sorry. Your line was, it is bad. Okay, why? Why are you allergic to getting like an easy fucking W back?
Oh yeah, death threats are really humorous. But don't make fun of his lunatic wife, cause this guy will start bawling his eyes out. Or he'll just shit himself.
I just want to ask him if you've always been shitting your pants.
No.
Because since I've known you, you've always had like IBS. You've always been shitting yourself.
Yeah, well.
All right, the gossip
During her
train.
brief coverage of Ethan's interview with Mike and Kate, she would call them out for spreading unverified gossip.
Dude, what is happening on the what is happening on the H3 podcast? Where they're...
Are we gonna get like vintage Denims? Isn't this the guy that Hasan Piker stuff? I'm not really I didn't know she did that.
Just right.
Isn't this the guy that fucking...
writing fanfic? I like how half of these are just writing cuck fanfic. Like, it's just cuck fanfic. And then the other half is things that I guarantee you are totally normal when you put them in context.
Now, there is a decent point to be made that no evidence was provided for a lot of their claims.
Sure.
Though most assume they're being truthful, since Ian and Anissa have never responded to any of this. Coincidentally, the couple decided to announce a road trip, and no statement has been made by them in over 2 months. And according to Ian's own logic,
and then they returned to streaming since this.
Our silence means something.
Again, yeah, you really kind of open yourself up. Our silence means something will be read into in every controversy in the future. Like, that is something that will be read into. You have put yourself in a position where normally I would say innocent people don't stay silent for too long is like a bad policy. But when your policy is that your silence is a statement, then yeah, you're kind of opened up for this. This is something that might be more applicable to you than like a different person would have.
And this is actually a point from her I've decided to look into further. As
Thank
you claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
I appreciate it.
Denims has recently given her
D's nuts. You're not adult high school. You're adult college.
Maybe it depends on the drama.
Is this really lolly?
It depends on the drama, because like some of these YouTubers are like pedophiles and they didn't make it to college, you know. It depends on the drama, really. Dash Sargon of Akkad.
Take on the T-dating advice app. Last month, the app was easily hacked by 4chan, since their backend database was completely unsecure. It didn't even have a password or any sort of data encryption. This led to many of the users getting doxxed, though many were unsympathetic due to the
Wait, I didn't even know.
Nicholas, the goat.
Hold on.
I appreciate that.
Denims commented on
Rob
the
is
T
the
app.
goat. He should be titled the True Content Cop. He
True.
should be getting millions.
No,
of
don't do
views.
that. Don't do that. That's like saying that he should be the next Medicare. Do not stop. Don't do that. Do not give him the label, dude. The label is like it's like a commentary Sonichu medallion, dude. Nobody wants to be the content cop. Or anybody reasonable, I guess, wants to be the content cop.
behavior of the women on there. The original purpose of the app was for women to be able to verify if their match on a dating app had any sort of...
The T app is an extension of a Facebook group structure that like every woman already uses, right? Like if you're nervous about the T app, just know that there's like a localized version of that where people are already talking about you. Like the Facebook women's groups where they talk about guys, like, are we dating the same dude, is like a totally common, has been existing for years type thing.
Criminal record. The problem is that most women weren't there to post that information. They would instead anonymously post unverified gossip on the men they previously dated, typically posting their personal information as well. Men were not allowed to join the app, and couldn't be notified of their information being posted. Denims attempts to both sides this issue, but inadvertently sides with the women by downplaying their actions as simple, normal gossip.
I know this might be a massive shock, but the app was hacked. The T app has been hacked, and all user information was leaked. There was all fat, ugly, middle-aged women. So it's...
Again, I don't know what the optics are here of just like going through and like reading or showcasing this like leaked information of PII, right? Like I don't think I tried not to do that. I think we scrolled past it maybe at worst, but like coming in here being like, look at this ogre or whatever, like her PII just got leaked in a hacking. I don't know what the optics behind that is either.
a bunch of fat, ugly, middle-aged...
It wasn't even hacked. It's all right. Yeah, I guess that also contributes to it. Basically, they had all of these people's information in like a public database. Essentially, that's how I understood it, at least. That like they didn't even really try to hide it. So somebody just went through and grabbed it, and it was like years worth of data that was just sitting in a fucking database or whatever that they should have been cleaned out a long time ago.
women that hate men because obviously they're not...
So then why do you care? Why does anyone care? If it's all fat, ugly women, which I'm not even going to unpack that right now, then why do you care? They're removing themselves from the dating pool.
Dude, do you think there's no dudes out there are looking for fat people, bro?
You're just like mad that people are talking about not liking like men? Like who gives a fuck? Oh my God. This is so beyond like...
I'm sorry, but like a site that doesn't acknowledge DMCA requests unless you go through like a very specific forum that like doesn't have any checks and balances really that could be actively used to like remove defamation material, and it can't even be viewed by the people who could be potentially being defamed, is always going to throw up red flags. It can always be abused. I don't know. You would need like a very, very clear, concise guideline system on how to remove stuff that's not accurate, but also usable for women and not putting them in more danger by allowing like abusers to remove like material. I don't even know how an app like this could exist ethically. Like, how could it be done where people can remove false information? Like, who deems the information false or real? What is the safe harbor type of structure that could exist for an application like this?
Anything I could have imagined, okay?
Nothing is inherently wrong with gossip. The issue is doing it anonymously to where you can't face the consequences if you defame someone. Denims does not understand this point, and instead compares it to YouTubers spreading gossip.
Let's talk about the T-app and whether it's legal. If you don't know the T-app, it's like an app version of the Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook group. Basically, it's a platform for women to anonymously gossip, post pictures, ask information about men. Although men are the subject and they are what's being talked about, it doesn't let men join. It also has screenshot blocking, which aims to make it so that men can't know that they're being talked about. And you can even set up alerts for guys' names, and it gives you...
Can you have what is screenshot blocking? Does the App Store allow you to like prevent actual iPhone features now? You can create an application and prevent people from screen recording over it or screenshotting it these days. Maybe that's like, is that what Netflix uses now?
Notification when that person is being talked about. There are...
That's pretty crazy.
Bro, that would be like the first feature that would make jailbreaking cool again. Jailbreaking hasn't been necessary for like a long while, but could you imagine your app so like you can't screenshot me? Fuck that shit. Go into the code.
Major problem with caring about this is like, dog, it's human nature to gossip. Gossiping, and there are lots of like dude bros that be like, I've never gossiped in my life. Dude, every single drama channel on YouTube that capitalizes on the red text, Pirate Software's face,
Wait, oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm just as bad as an unregulated app. That's I 100%.
Done.
I don't have to operate in the bounds of TOS or the court of public opinion where everyone can see my content. Denims, if I call you a dumb bitch on my platform, you can watch it and say if you like it or not. You even have the ability to report my stream, right? Like, you could see that. The issue people were having is not knowing if they were being defamed in an app that a large surplus of users were using.
Every single one of those is men, okay? All of those drama channels are run by men. Guess what? Men gossip just like women do, okay? It is human nature. We're social creatures.
Then let the guys in. Let the guys in. Don't let them post. Let them view it.
We like to gossip.
Even though you have your own platform and you can respond to me, which is a bit different, but...
The thing is, if you defame Pirate Software, and he somehow has evidence against you, you would face public consequences. And also, Pirate Software is a public figure. These men being talked about on the T app are just random people. If women want to gossip about that person in a private Facebook group, that's fine. The issue is doing it publicly in a way where the person can't fight back. At least when it comes to YouTubers, they can fight back. They can respond and show receipts. Ian and Anissa can respond to Mike and Kate anytime they want.
True!
They probably won't, but they have the option. Denims is using whataboutism to deflect the actual issues with the app. She's making it comparable to public figures talking about public figures, as if that's remotely close to what these women are doing.
Men love to gossip. Your Honor, Exhibit B. Men love...
Dude, how are you comparing Pegasus's fucking YouTube? Also, she's too dumb to realize that's not even the channel he's posting these videos on, right? Isn't it More Pegasus that's the one that actually gets posted on? People were calling Pegasus More Pegasus because that channel was making so much money. They didn't realize his name wasn't just More Pegasus.
Love to gossip. Your Honor, Exhibit C. And I can go on.
Yeah, what about Exhibit U? Or Exhibit N? I'm sorry. I don't think I can make that joke. I don't know. Let's get back to the T app.
On and on and on and on and on and on. This idea that like only women like to gossip is just like, it's so embarrassing, dude. It's so embarrassing. Making videos is not gossiping. Yeah, that's why you look at what the video titles are and the video thumbnails are, and then you judge based on that. And when the video thumbnails are all AI, Photoshop, people like soying or whatever, and then...
Wait, I don't have to AI Photoshop people soying out. Is that what's being done now? Are people AIing your faces to look stupider? How do I get in on that? What AI tool can I use? I'm starting to run out of pictures. I'm gonna have to start going into streams and like finding stuff with good lighting.
AI.
Close call. No, it'll click. It'll click eventually.
Starting at AI. And then the title was like...
Tectone? Oh, God, I don't watch Tectone stuff. I don't know what Tectone's doing.
life ruined, and the entire video is about some nonsense, that's gossiping.
Yes, Denims, men gossip too. But they're not getting their own app, they get to post pictures of women and spread unverified information. Her logic is that gossip is okay when groups she likes do it, but when the gossip is against her friends, it's bad. This is essentially how she justifies using snark subreddits and ban empanada clips to go after Ethan.
Again, yeah, I don't really want to hear any of these arguments from the one who just sat there and let Bad Empanada claim that, like, Ethan's kids eat shit off the floor and that CPS needs to go to their house, right? Like, I don't really see... What is your position on rumors, Denims? What does that mean for me? Like, you literally broadcast quote-unquote gossip about people you hate, which is like literal fucking defamation.
Back to the CPS situation, Ethan had publicly discussed the possibility
Dude. Sorry.
of suing her for defamation.
Oh no, it's not that. I thought I was going to literally say exactly what fucking Rob was going to say.
Claiming that she knowingly spread lies about him neglecting his kids.
If you guys have any other clips of Denims saying that our kids, anything about our kids and the dog thing, I would love if you guys can compile that for me.
Okay.
Just in general, if there's anyone in the audience, because I don't want to miss anything. So if you know of any, or if you want to help us look, you can send it to us, on Discord, Dan?
Or throw it up on the Reddit.
I mean, if you throw it up on the Reddit or something.
Reddit, okay.
Yeah.
This was clearly at the back of Denim's mind for months, so much so that she spent parts of her vacation setting up her own defamation lawsuit against Ethan.
This was like the dumbest decision I've ever seen anyone make. Like, that is actually the stupidest move, to sit here and crowdfund something that you... I imagine she didn't even talk it over with a lawyer, because I don't know why you'd back off so quickly. You'd have to realize, like, this is an insurmountable task prior to asking people for money, right? I can't stress enough how horrible of an idea it was to do all that.
So yesterday, I got the website ethanklinelied.com. Unfortunately, because I was in Texas trying to juggle talking to other people in Texas, vacationing, workcationing, haven't finalized all of the details here.
You know, most normal people wouldn't focus on work-related stuff on their girls' trip. But seeing that she was doing it for Anissa Jomha makes me understand why she'd rather be dealing with legal bullshit. On May 8th, she'd publicly—
What do you mean? Anissa Jomha is obsessed with baking bread. That's all she does, dude. She bakes bread and posts it on fucking Twitter.
announced her intent to sue Ethan for defaming her regarding the CPS situation, writing,
Dude, what did Anissa Jomha do when people kept making sexist jokes about her OnlyFans? She immediately went right into the kitchen and started baking. Okay, I don't make the fucking rules. Alright? I'm not saying shit. You cannot make me say anything bad about her. I'm just gonna tell you what she did.
Ethan Klein, retract, or you may want to replace your lawyer who can't do shit. Despite publicly acknowledging that I have never endorsed, and even denounced, calling CPS on Ethan—
Who the fuck just said she reverted back to default setting? That's ridiculous.
He has continued to spread this malicious lie. Now Denims, in her letter, claims Ethan knowingly lied about her being responsible for the call, even though he's never claimed that. Instead, he said that she's partially responsible for the narrative that led to the CPS call. She does not provide any evidence of Ethan saying she made the call or endorsed it. Ethan has instead claimed that she endorsed people in her chat saying the CPS should be called.
Because, as you can see in the chat, and Denims endorses this clearly, as you can see, she's not moderating this at all. And it's pretty much 100% of the comments saying call CPS on them. Their kids should be taken away. That she believes that it's justified to break up our family. This disgusting fucking human being.
Denims isn't able to cite any actual damages, which is key for her case. So
I don't know if that's true. I don't know if damages really mean... Damages meaning a lot in these types of cases, I feel like is like an urban legend, like somebody said a couple of years ago, so everybody just kind of repeats it. Damages only matter if you're like a public figure. And I assume that Denims is a public figure, because I'm also like a YouTuber. Would the court view Denims as a public figure? I don't know. I mean, that was always how it was described for me for like half a decade. And then recently now I'm not so sure.
She instead claims the damages are defamation per se. This is where the statement is so inherently harmful.
She makes her life public. I don't know. I think there's a difference between a public figure as a YouTuber and what the court would deem as a public figure. YouTube essentially turned around and said that we're not public figures in their terms of service, but that's different.
To a person's reputation.
Because their creator-on-creator harassment policy, like, it has an exception, essentially, for public figures, and we don't meet the criteria, as far as I remember.
That the damages are just presumed, though her case is so incredibly weak that she was begging her chat to find proof of a harassment campaign against her. This gets so absurd that she was claiming random shitters in her chats were not only proof of harassment, but full-blown threats as well.
And you really do have to love the people that come in, the H3 fans. This is how you know you're on the winning side. Ethan will eat you alive. You don't have the money or intelligence to go anywhere with this. You know you're proving that he has pushed a harassment campaign against you.
What? No, that's not what, okay, dude. Every clip of Denim, I don't know, why do you guys have like a fucking hate boner for Hasan? Why can I play Denims being stupid and everyone's like, all right, fine, I'll deal with that. Denims is so much more agonizing to listen to speak.
Crazy.
When you type things like this, you're making it harder for him to win the
Wavy said RobsMedia is mad, his videos are mad chill. I 100% agree.
lawsuit. You're like actually like an idiot. Like threatening people who pursue a lawsuit against your guy.
What are you supposed to be, happy? You're supposed to be happy? Like, oh, you're saying the chatters are threatening, sorry.
And every further post you make, it doesn't...
Also, I love how all the verbiage is like, your guy, my side, your side. Like, she's really just throwing it all out there.
Benefit him. I'm just telling you, like, this isn't beneficial for him. It's only beneficial for me when you type things like this, whether it's in Reddit,
It's only beneficial for you if people care, and they don't, just to be clear.
Reddit, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on Instagram.
Again,
people can parse the difference between a niche YouTube comment and like actual fucking harassment, right? Like that's not the same as when people are jumping in and making like hundreds of posts about like either killing Klein or like or comparing them to like fucking Hitler and shit. Like there's obviously a difference between people coming in and being like, he's gonna fucking sue you for that.
He'll ban that person. But
Ethan will eat you alive. Like, what do you think the harassment here is? Look at this comment. Let's break this down. Ethan will eat you alive. You don't have any money or intelligence to go anywhere with this. That's what harassment is. Do you think that Ethan is physically going to be like doing the Majin Buu wave and I turn you into chocolate or whatever and like eating her? You think that's what's going to happen? Like he's going to physically fucking consume her like food? Okay, then maybe it's like a threat. Sure, that's harassment.
On Reddit, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on Instagram.
Again, she'll ban that person, but not anyone wanting CPS to be called, which, under her own logic, is tapping the glass. Denims also victimizes herself by bringing up how rich Ethan is, making it seem like this impossible battle she has to overcome.
Like, dude, it's so funny. Like, one party in this drama received skulls in the mail. Another was told that their adversary would eat them alive. The harassment is rising in the sector.
Point, I think the people who I care about know that Ethan Klein is a prolific liar.
What's the name of the
Thank
guy
you.
from Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Dude, all fat guys can do a Majin Buu impression.
But I think it is unbelievably insane and cruel that no one can really stand
Nick
up.
just started insulting me viciously.
Majin Jew. What? No! Okay.
To Ethan, because he has so much more money than everybody else, and that there are no consequences for him.
She says this as if she wasn't cum-guzzling one of the richest streamers in the world. You're not exactly an underdog, Denims. Though, since Hasan didn't bother to financially support her legal battle, many questioned how she'd get the money.
This does not end well for you, ... You got a spare couple of hundreds of thousands for legal fees. This isn't the W you think it is.
Dude, was she just sitting there being called like a poor loser for the entire duration of the stream? This is why I love YouTube, bro. They'll just write shit like that.
To which I will say, you know you're on the winning side when you say, okay, he might be right, but financially he will destroy you, so back off.
Wait, did she just Freudian clip right there? He might be right and he's gonna financially destroy you? Did she just Freudian clip like super hard right there? Or am I missing something? What the fuck? Alright, let me just kill this guy real fast. Sorry, Denims. Sorry, Denims. Bang. Bang. Okay, good.
I'm aware he might be right, but financially he will destroy you, so back off. I'm aware that Ethan...
You mean he might be wrong, Denims? Oh, man. Send that to Ethan's lawyers.
Klein has made millions of dollars off of selling Pootie Tang core merch. And I'm aware that he uses his money to threaten other people legally. I'm aware that he's currently doing it to Noah Samsen right now.
Oh yeah, Ethan is currently trying to sue Noah Samsen for defamation. I did not end up making a video on this because, to be honest, Noah is just super fucking boring. This guy is like the human equivalent of stale potato chips.
Dude, the implications of backing a genocide mean that fronting a genocide is possible. So who's putting up the money?
Ethan
America is. The tax dollars from Hasan Piker's super chats are fronting the I'm kidding. Okay, I'm sorry.
Mudahara, some ordinary gamers, claim Noah defamed them for saying they both support genocide. I don't know how this case will go, mainly because there is an argument to be made that Noah was expressing an opinion, though at the same time, I don't have any sympathy for Noah, who has spent years knowingly defaming people, and only apologizing when he gets a shit.
Dude, this is literally my take. I don't know if Noah Samsen deserves to get sued for this, and I don't think he ever will be, but I don't think he deserves to get sued for this. I think he deserves to be fucking fearing, like, of God. He needs to have the fear of God put into him, because he literally just defames people. Like, this is like a thing he absolutely has done over time. A lot. The Chud Logic one is the most egregious.
A ton of backlash from his own audience.
But this Chud Logic guy, I called him a pedophile for, I think, more tangible reasons. He was
There are so many clips of him, like, gradually walking this thing down that I remember. It's so insane.
Logic guy. I called him a pedophile for, I think, more tangible reasons. He was horny texting an 18-year-old fan of his in his Discord.
So yeah, I do want to unequivocally retract that he's a pedophile, that I called him a pedophile. I shouldn't have done that, and I'm sorry to Chud Logic for doing that. I got some feedback from CSA survivors about how we shouldn't throw that word around without
Dude, that's my favorite one. It's like, I'm sorry, Chud. I was told by a bunch of people who were fucking, like, raped by people that, yeah, you probably shouldn't just smear people as pedophiles. So that made me think that it was time to make this video. It's like, dude, really? You didn't come to that conclusion on your own? You had to, like, talk to somebody who's, okay, whatever.
Evidence, because it cheapens the word's meaning. And I think that makes perfect sense. I've always loved internet humor like this, you know, extreme hyperbolic insults.
I don't care if Ethan wins. I need Noah Samsen to lose. Though speaking of—
Dude, thank you. That's literally how I feel. Holy fuck, dude. Holy fuck. Dude, I'm team sportsing that the fuck out, dude. That's my hypocrisy. This is my hypocrisy. It's not like DSP there. But holy shit, dude. No
expressing an
fucking
opinion.
chance.
One of the claims that Denims considers defamatory is Ethan calling her a nasty, pathetic, lying bitch. Hey, dumbass. Someone insulting you like that is protected speech.
I'm just saying, like, I don't think that Noah legitimately needs to be fucking sued over this. And if he does, it is yet to be seen. I have yet to see something that justifies it. Because my defense for this whole thing, Noah being someone that I absolutely fucking despise, somebody they absolutely hate, has been that, like, how was, like, each individual person harmed in this situation? Specifically the ones that are in the lawsuit. Right? Like, Mudahar. Mudahar is one of the people who is interested in suing Noah Samsen. How was Mudahar's reputation harmed by the video? Where he was in a thumbnail? Was it, do you view it as because again, I can't use one person to disprove another, but Turkey Tom's life has not been, like, fucked up in any way imaginable.
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
Like, Turkey Tom was also in the thumbnail, and he just didn't go on Twitter and cry about it, and he got, like, no backlash from it. Now, maybe that's different for Mudahar, who posted, like, a Twitter Notes app lawsuit announcement where he spelled half the shit wrong, right? Where he's like, I have consulted a lawyer or something, and then he spelled half the shit wrong in the fucking tweet where he announced his lawsuit. Maybe he has gotten more hate, but I think ultimately the solution there for not having any long... With the exception of really even Ethan, because he's already in the controversy, there's probably nothing he can do from that. But, like, for Mudahar, for, I guess, me and Willie Mac Show were literally in the video as, like, videos that were thrown up on screen. I got no pushback for that. Anything that I was saying was probably linked to the fact that I was defending Ethan on social media. Tom got, like, literally no pushback at all because he wasn't even streaming.
This is like suing someone because they called you a poopy head. Now, in order to raise the money, Denims created a GoFundMe that ended up drawing a lot of mockery. She asked for $150,000, not even reaching a third of
Tom doesn't care about his reputation or being called a Zionist. I'm sure it would bother Tom. It just didn't happen. Like, Tom was not being fucking, his messages weren't being fucking spammed, his chats weren't being brigaded. It's not that he didn't care about being called a Zionist, it's that he literally just wasn't being called a Zionist in any meaningful way on his platforms or something, or getting brigaded for it. Like, it just wasn't that big of a deal. I don't think that, I think that the majority of hate that Mudahar got was probably, like, due to his association, and it was probably going to come anyway, or his, like, announcement to do the lawsuit. But I can't, I can't showcase that. I don't have any evidence to support that claim. This is my, my preliminary reasoning based off of, like, circumstantial evidence
of that goal. Also, a lot of her donors were leaving comments like, "Free Palestine," basically trying to virtue signal. I guess in their mind, donating to some retard Twitch streamer is better for the world than just giving them money to starving Gazans. Their justification is that taking down Ethan is helping the cause, as if taking away money from Ethan will automatically stop a decades-long conflict.
The kid's starving on the street. It's like, don't worry, we'll get you money next week. We have to take out Ethan Klein. Ethan who? Don't worry, dude. It's gonna be like Super Bowl merchandise. The Teddy Fresh stuff will be there soon. As soon as they can't afford to keep the doors open, they'll donate all of their clothes to Gaza so you guys can be clothed.
In the Middle East.
I can care about multiple things at the same time. And if you care about Palestinians and Palestinian coverage, maybe you would care about the fact that Ethan Klein uses his power, that he uses his audience specifically to push a narrative that a bunch of streamers on Twitch are anti-Semitic and gets them.
Dude, those starving kids would be so fucking mad if they found out that you guys are getting attacked. Like, dude, the anti-Semitism allegations, they would be so fucking mad if they knew. Holy shit, they might even go on a hunger strike.
Banned for 30 days.
This is like the thing that black pills me on the fact that the Israel-Palestine conflict on YouTube is just a bunch of fucking white-passing YouTubers arguing over who can make more money off the genocide.
People who have used their platform to as Ethan ever used his platform to fundraise for Palestine?
Ethan literally has. What the fuck are you talking about?
Hey, Ethan Klein, thank you for the dono. Ethan Klein gave $6,500. My goat. Thank you, Ethan.
Also, I don't think banning Frogan and a couple of other irrelevant streamers is going to hurt the total donations to Gaza, when these people can't even raise enough money for rent. So it's always funny when these people—
Yeah, dude, guys, the people who keep fucking Hasan's viewers happy while he's not streaming, you guys are gonna destroy this cause if you guys were gone. Dude, Gazans need Frogan. They're gonna be erecting statues in her honor after this fucking conflict is over. They're gonna take all the money from the Jews that they fucking whatever, and they're gonna raise gigantic gold statues of Denims.
People morally
cleavage on display,
grandstand and pretend to be selfless when they're clearly in it for themselves.
So, you know, 150,000, just a meager 150,000.
A what?
Free Palestine by donating to me to sue Ethan Klein.
Denims would heavily publicize this GoFundMe and had a refund policy in place. She says this is in case Ethan retracts his claims, but it might—
Does she think, maybe she thought that Ethan would be like, all right, my bad, I'm sorry, Denims. Or maybe if he had to retract his claims, it would look bad in the upcoming loss. I don't know. Because she didn't know what she was being sued for. She probably thought she was going to get sued for defamation. And if we had a retraction on, I don't know. I don't know how the law works, dude.
My opinion, it's so she doesn't get accused of scamming her fans like Keffels.
If he's willing to admit that he made defamatory statements and issue a retraction, of course, again, I would be happy to refund every single person who's donated. Otherwise, I will be suing. And if you would like to help donate to this legal fund, considering that he doesn't have enough lawyers.
What happened?
The website is Ethan Klein.
I hate her fucking TTS being planked in it. It has ruined this fucking character for me.
Lied.com.
Many would mock this for being a clear money grab, including the legendary prankster Joey Salads.
What's up, guys?
Dude, Joey Salads peed in his mouth for money and he called you out. What do you think? What is your brain doing when you see that happen?
I'm Joey Salads, and today I'm going to be doing a social experiment.
Denims and her fans would mock him for drinking his own piss, which, I'll give it to them, is a clever comeback. But you know who else consumed Joey's—
That guy's entire reputation was fucking destroyed by that pee video. He was like running for New York some Congress, House of Representatives, some fucking stupid New York thing. It was like one of the districts or whatever that his dad used to run. And dude, it was literally just fucking the video of him peeing in his mouth was just going viral.
Piss, Denim's new pal, Idubbbz.
Oh no, dude. Oh no. I don't think we could show this. Oh my god. Is that the human cake? Ew. Okay, alright.
Uno reverse card. He points to the multiple occasions of her lying about him, and tears her apart for removing some of the evidence, as previously mentioned.
Because if you're destroying evidence, basically what that means is that we get to infer the worst from it, and that's like legal. So if she's destroying evidence, then we can assume that like whatever we want to say bad was what she's destroying.
Now Denims did not pull out her own Uno reverse card. She instead pulled out the misogyny card. Instead of explaining why she unlisted that VOD, she accuses her opponents of being sexist.
I think they said that you deleted a certain VOD. Is that true? I have the VOD. I don't...
So her defense here, my understanding, is legitimate. If she has access to the VOD and takes it down publicly, and she is requested to show that VOD, then she's fine, right? She didn't quote-unquote delete evidence. She's not going to get fucking... As long as she can showcase that is the original unaltered piece of media or whatever.
This is what I mean when I say people like underestimate you all the time if they think that you're stupid for whatever reason, whether they think you're stupid because...
But the problem is, Denims, you are actually fucking stupid. So I wouldn't blame people for thinking that. And it's not based off of your gender. It's based off the fact that, like, I've never heard you say an intelligent thing, and I've been unfortunately aware of your existence for years.
Misogyny or whatever, it doesn't really matter the reason. You think I wouldn't save this shit, dude?
The way she says it there, I think that she didn't, but I'm pretty sure she did.
If you've been a content creator for longer than like a year, you know to archive everything.
Yeah?
Because Twitch deletes their old VODs. Twitch automatic, I think it's like a month back.
But that doesn't explain why you deleted the VOD, not Twitch.
I think is what they're changing it to, but it might have been 3 months back at the time that they automatically...
Like Flamenco was threatening to sue me for something, right? And I unlisted a bunch of VODs around that time because there was like a flag war going on. And 2 of the Flamenco videos went down. But they weren't even, and they were privated. But it's not even like, he was like, you're deleting evidence, so the court is going to, dude, I could flick this back on with one button click. It's not gone. What are you talking about? And by the way, the Flamenco videos got views. Even if I deleted them, they'd be so easy to find, right? I don't know how that would work in the court of law, but like privating a YouTube video is not deleting or hiding evidence.
Delete everything.
Yeah, but you were the one to remove it, not Twitch. I verified this.
Which, by the way, all those videos are back up, and I never got sued, so.
Myself back in April, and the March 1st VOD was removed. The ones from February 23rd and the 28th were still there. Ethan also claims the March 7th VOD was removed as well. On May 14th, she'd announced the end of her GoFundMe. 1 week, 1,692 donations, and $46,000 later, I'm refunding the GoFundMe. If/when I go forward as a plaintiff, I will be self-funded.
I will never fully understand what happened here. Like, this is such a... I couldn't believe that someone would collect this much money and then immediately refund it. Like, something hilarious happened behind the scenes, and we'll never know. And that bothers me. That bothers me a lot. Like, there is something funny that happened here, and they refuse to tell us what it is.
Thank you everyone for proving Ethan wrong. His behavior is unacceptable, and people do care. She barely tried here, folks. She couldn't even manage this shit for a full week. Denims claims that she's still gonna take Ethan to court, but with her own money. I don't know where the fuck she'll get it, unless Hasan is going to act as her sugar daddy, or she secretly made bank off Save the Kids token. Her reasoning for stopping the GoFundMe was because she got super fucking peeved that people were saying she'd pocket the money. Honestly, I wouldn't care if she did. The people that would be fucked over are Denims fans. They waste money on her all the time. There are legit people out there.
Like, with the Keffel situation, people are still arguing that her fucking donations that she spent on whatever the fuck she spent it on, not the lawsuit, right? The money that she made off of that GoFundMe, there are still people defending it who can't admit they actually got scammed. I don't care if those people lost their money. They're like a CoffeeZilla video where someone's talking about how they didn't get to open the fucking skulls in there, where they gave their entire mother's fucking retirement check to like an animal hatching as an NFT or something. Like, I don't feel bad for those people, dude. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm like an evil person. Maybe I'm just completely out of touch. But I think like if you're getting scammed and you're still defending the scammer, I don't really feel bad for you. I think that eventually like Ian is probably going to turn around and trash Anissa. I don't know how many years it's going to be, but eventually he's going to probably say something, or they're going to get into a fight and then he's going to try to like pander back this way. I could see that happening. And I know when that happens, I'm going to have to tell people, like, no. Like, you know, Ian's, like, iconic, no. Bro, there is no path to redemption for this guy.
Using their parents' credit card to buy Denims OnlyFans. Imagine getting off to this and thinking you're a normal, functioning member of society. What the fuck would Denims...
Was Turkey Tom giving... I didn't fucking look at the side of the screen. Was Tom just giving birth the entire speech? That's fucking crazy.
Even spend the money on? Another push-up bra? At least Keppel spent her money on streaming gear and cocaine.
Holy shit, dude. I literally am predicting this entire... I didn't watch this video. I did not pre-watch this video.
Kane. That's metal as fuck. Denims claims that she might pursue the lawsuit in the near future, and that this was merely an attempt to give Ethan a chance to retract.
The TLDR here, if people are still confused, because it is possible that this statute applies, because
she's just like, yo, guys, I'm not, I'm just a little woman here, and people don't really respect me or take me seriously. But also, teehee lol, I'm refunding this shit within a week. I don't know, dude.
It is possible, it means that I can't sue him when I want to on my timeline unless I first issue this retraction letter. I must issue this retraction letter in order to be able to sue him in the future. If I don't do that, I can't sue him in the future. If I wait like 6 months to prepare finances, to prepare that legal battle, and the courts say, oh, but you didn't issue this retraction demand in a timely fashion, so your lawsuit means nothing. Do you guys understand?
This, to me, is just cope. And I think she's trying to find a way to cancel her legal pursuits without completely embarrassing herself. Though she still is making a complete fool of herself. She's trying to treat this faulty GoFundMe as a success, despite not even making it to a third of her goal. How does any of this prove Ethan wrong? You might as well just bend over and let him kick you in the ass. Jake Doolittle did a better job at—
Oh my god, bro, we're comparing it to Jake Doolittle.
Raising money.
At least Jake Doolittle helps one family per year. Dude, that one family is probably so fucking stoked.
Only a month later, Ethan would issue his own lawsuit against not only Denims, but Frogan and Caseytron as well. This isn't for defamation, but instead copyright infringement. All three had reacted to the entirety of the Hasan content nuke in a malicious manner, not knowing Ethan had copyrighted it, and registered it with the United States Library of Congress. It's kind of a baller move. I know we'll get accused of bootlicking him, but he laid out the spikes in the road, knowing various React streamers would lazily react to his video. However, he's specifically suing these three because of their intent. They watched the content—
Bro, like, how stupid do you have to be to, I don't know. I feel like you'd want to be careful in a video like this, right?
with the sole intention to siphon views from Ethan.
We've covered this endlessly. There's not really much else that I could say about it. It's just so fucking stupid the way they handled it.
Well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow.
I feel like no one's ever going to say this again, even jokingly. I would be shocked. Unless it's literally about this drama and it's in reference to it, I don't think anyone's ever going to fucking utter a sentence like this again in a controversy.
Subscribe, throw a prime if you like the content, if you enjoyed your time here.
And that's not the only occurrence of Denims admitting that.
We're relying on you to stay live so we don't give more views on the nuke. Yeah, I'm gonna stream it.
Oh my god.
See, confirmed it's coming out today. We're gonna stream it.
I've never heard all these clips. I only heard like a few.
I'll probably like grab some food or something, because honestly, sure, why not, right? Fucking why not? I've waited long enough, dude. Fuck it, dude. Long stream today. Why not? I was changing my title.
Both Frogan and Caseytron made similar statements, pretty much stating that they wanted to act as a market substitute for the original video. Caseytron's is definitely the most blatant case of copyright infringement. So stay tuned for next month, where I tear apart her
fuck yes,
entire
dude.
career in an hour.
Oh, dude, that is gonna be the video to watch. You're gonna learn so much shit from Rob when that fucking video comes out. Dude, I need the I need a hero thing to be in there, bro. Holy fuck. Caseytron is like a literal lol cow, and more people need to know about the intricate parts of her past.
Or less. All you need to know is that she spent her entire stream stoned out of her mind.
There's 15 minutes 40
Dude, they literally caught her on the farting point. Dude, the farting talking point.
seconds of commentary versus 18 minutes and 55 seconds of smoke.
Dude, like, unironically, they use, like, the Terrence and Phillip defense, dude. Our farting is content, guy!
Smoking. She spent 3 minutes and 15 seconds longer smoking than she did talking in her quote-unquote reaction. And whatever talking she did was just to express how confused she was, presumably from smoking 42 times.
What is happening? I'm trying to follow. I've lost the plot.
That sounded like Peter Griffin. I'm sorry. It was not a good one. You know, the Majin Buu one gave me credit or whatever. That was removed right there.
Frogan has pretty much been the only one of the trio to keep quiet. The other two keep yapping on and on about the legal case, despite knowing they shouldn't.
I am not going to litigate this case on the internet. I'm going to litigate this case in a court of law. Okay? I am.
Denims avoids making direct responses to certain points, but does say a lot of retarded shit in relation to the ethics of reaction content. She crafts an argument that it's okay to steal content from news channels because they already make enough money and shouldn't care.
Thank you!
There's a KFC in Yemen!
Fart.
Hell yeah, dude. Now we're fair use. Let's fucking go!
Hasan had the audacity to stream for 8 hours.
Extended periods of time.
And he had to pee.
Appalled.
And he had the audacity.
Dude, he had to pee.
Audacity to steal from small creators like Fox News, CBS, CNN.
Bro, it's so crazy that these people, like, don't they still open their streams freebooting TV shows? Isn't that like a thing? Like, I know I was clicking on Denims. She was just sitting there while fucking CNN was playing during her hour-long intro stream. People get mad at like 10 minutes of music over here. Imagine an hour-long intro screen of just like reposting, I guess, news clips over and over. It's insane to me.
I'm just like, finally, somebody is exposing this bad behavior at long last.
In order to continue justifying this, she sets up a scenario.
Like, these people, oh no, you're stealing from big CNN. They're the reason why you can't go to the grocery store and buy fucking toilet paper without having somebody open a glass case. Legitimately. Oh no, what are you doing? These people need this stuff. That you should let them steal from your local fucking CVS. Like, I'm not saying be a fucking toilet paper vigilante, but this shit sucks, bro. It absolutely sucks having everything under lock and key because people keep fucking stealing everything.
To explain the rationale behind stealing from the wealthy. She forgets that she's not conducting one of her breadtube lectures about why capitalism is bad, and is instead morally justifying theft after being accused of stealing.
If the bread tube just let people steal from stores arguments were so fucking annoying for so many years.
You check your bank account and like Chase accidentally refunded you an extra $50. You might look at that and be like they were supposed to refund you for some charge or something, and then they accidentally gave you another $50. And you see that and you're like, I didn't see anything. Well, listen, they can correct it. They can find it themselves. They can correct it. I don't really care that much, all right? I don't really care that much.
This is the Let Me Know video, right? Is this not the... This is, yeah, Let Me Know's video. We're watching this right now where the guy's like, yeah, nobody ever fucking... This is so pathetic, dude. Like, Let Me Know posted a video upset that, like, people were freebooting their content. Or at least a tweet, wasn't it? Hold on. What was that? You can't talk about reaction content because Dark Viper has ruined the discourse entirely. Is it the Q&A video?
Just let me know.
What is your stance on reaction channels? So Let Me Know made the video about the, what the fuck is it called? The, JFK conspiracy theory, right? And a bunch of YouTubers posted their reactions like immediately after because it was going viral. So like XQC posted it, Hasan posted it, and people were like eating their fucking sandwiches while this video was playing.
What is your stance on reaction channels?
And again, what is I always argue the same shit, but like, what does XQC have to contribute to the JFK assassination stuff? Like, why is he watching that? At least it kind of makes sense for Hasan Piker to watch something like that, but this is like the first time someone actually spoke out against this and wasn't like immediately like thanking people and getting on their knees and sucking their cocks for watching the videos on stream.
Reacting to your content and essentially re-uploading it. Okay, so let's start with this one. For those unaware, there's been this ongoing debate for several years now regarding what's known as reaction content, the appeal of which is to watch someone watch and react to other people's videos. After some of these channels reacted to my latest video...
Yeah, look, XQC, I don't know who that guy is. Historian reacts. I'm sure the historian might have something of value to say. And maybe Hasan Piker might. XQC being like, what number president was JFK?
And videos made by a few other creators, the debate started all over again, which is what this question is referring to. I don't mind people reacting to my videos, but I do mind when they play the entirety of my video. A face cam in the corner or the occasional interruption does nothing to address that issue. My video is still being played from beginning to end in someone else's stream or video. It's neither ethical nor necessary to feature the entirety of someone else's work.
I think about a year ago, I tried to avoid doing this. There are obviously situations where watching the entire piece of work is valuable. I think in a drama situation where you're watching somebody's response to somebody, it's important to capture the entirety of the response. There is no excuse that I could mentally justify at this stage of my YouTube career why I would sit down and watch an entire video on the JFK thing. What could I possibly add on like the JFK conspiracy that would justify me like posting this entire video to my YouTube channel?
Just to provide commentary on that work. If movie review channels can function without playing the entire movie, then so too can reaction channels. Indeed, some of them do precisely that. You know, they'll play a brief clip of what they're watching, followed by their reaction. Even streamers can do things like only show the progress bar, thereby forcing viewers to seek out the original video to sync up and watch along with the streamer. Or, you know, they could do the bare minimum and ask for permission. Something that none of the major reaction channels have ever done when they've streamed or re-uploaded my videos. I highly recommend this video by the channel Legal Eagle that goes through this.
Yeah, Legal Eagle went through it. So this video had gone up. Let me know I'd posted this. It was viral on Twitter, and then Denims' response is this.
DeGenerio to explain the rationale behind stealing from the...
It's like, oh no, you're going after CNN. It's like, well, you guys do this to like regular YouTubers all the time?
wealthy. She forgets that...
By you guys, I mean like her friends.
She's not conducting...
I don't know if she reacted to it because she wasn't relevant enough to, I guess, archive.
one of her BreadTube lectures about why capitalism is bad, and is instead morally justifying...
IP is cringe? Well, none of the content that you like would exist if IP didn't exist. It's a very, like, loser thing to have, like, to say people shouldn't own stuff that they make.
theft after being accused of stealing.
If...
I'm sorry, nobody does it for the love of the game.
You check your bank account and, like, Chase accidentally refunded you an extra $50. You might look at that and be like they were supposed to refund you for some charge or something, and then they accidentally gave you another $50. And you see that, and you're like, I didn't see anything. Well,
if you think that IP is something that shouldn't exist and people should just take your shit and run with it, I hope your job gets replaced with AI.
Listen, they can correct it. They can find it themselves. They can correct it. I don't really care that much, all right? I don't really care that much. If some old lady on the street is like, hey, you know, do you have change for a $10 bill? No.
And again, like, Denims isn't saying that IP should be completely dissolved. She's saying, like, selectively, there are people whose IPs we shouldn't respect, which is extremely funny.
Nobody carries cash around. But, like, do you have change for a $10 bill? I just need to pay the meter. And she hands you a $50 bill instead of a $10 bill and says, oh, you know, times are so tough right now, but, you know, got to pay the meter. And you keep the 50? See how one of those feels morally worse? One of those feels like you're stealing from someone who does need it, or you're stealing from...
No, you're just a complete fucking bitch. I'm sorry. Like, you're just like, you're literally just spewing propaganda. That's the difference. The difference is that you're spewing propaganda and you don't have any basic morals.
I don't know, not a corporation. One of those feels worse. We're not talking about legality. It's theft regardless. We're talking about what is morally worse.
You're talking about the morality of doing something illegal, I guess. I don't know. You're already on like a slippery slope here.
That's why nobody...
This guy's like, I feel like you guys are just ripping me off. And you're like, well, from a moral perspective. I think it's okay to rip you off. I don't know, it's insane.
Gives a shit.
And again, we're talking about this in the context of Lemino's video. Lemino is not a corporation. He didn't sell this documentary to Netflix. You're literally stealing from the quote-unquote small guy.
About stealing from corporations.
The problem here is that
And she just straight up admits it's theft. That's the other thing.
she should be spending her time forming a legal defense, instead of rambling on about how stealing money from corporations is cool and based. Your Honor, my client is a quirky
oh my god, dude, yes!
socialist, and she stole that $2,000 purse from Gucci to stick it to capitalism. She would never steal a purse from a poor old woman. Great argument, Mr. Goodman. I deem that Denims is innocent of felony theft. Chatters then tell Denims how stupid this makes her look, so she clarifies.
Mr. Klein, can you please identify the person who has stolen your content? Yeah, she's right there. I see her. It's like, oh yeah, well that's just some random girl I found on OnlyFans. Your defendant is actually in the back of the courtroom right now.
That she knows this won't legally help her.
This won't hold up in court. Did you notice how I literally said this is not a legal argument? We're not talking about legality. We're talking about ethics. We're talking about morality. I know, listening is hard. Critical thinking is hard. I explicitly just...
Dude, why? Yeah, you're right. I didn't even realize the name of the fucking account. She's getting one guyed by Hot Tub Poo Poo right now on the fucking stream. I can't get over this. Dude, these people just shouldn't be streamers. Why are you getting one guyed by Hot Tub Poo Poo?
Stated 5 seconds ago, we're not talking about legality. And by the way, neither was this guy who he was quoting.
Ethan did not bring up Lemino to make a legal argument. He was giving context behind Reactgate.
About like why people absolutely fucking hate when people eat sandwiches watching the videos. Again, Lemino is like, please don't watch my full video. It's way more disrespectful than that. I had the clip of like Hasan Piker eating a fucking entire hoagie while watching, what was it, A Daily Dose of Internet, or was it Internet Historian, before he was like way too much of a Nazi for them to watch or something.
He wants to bring up various moral arguments to explain why Denims and others are motivated to steal content, so we can then explain how it's legally wrong. Denims is mainly motivated by profit and pure laziness. We already know that she'll play full videos during her hour-long waiting screen, and then justifies it by claiming these big companies shouldn't care.
Like, you're not even on the fucking screen, girl. What are you talking about? Like, your content is you reacting to stuff. If you're not going to show, like, yourself at that point, like, I don't even think you, like, is your commentary even transformative? Half the time you're talking, it's literally just dead air.
But Denims also has a history of doing so-called watch parties, which he has used to justify streaming entire TV show episodes.
This should have been very evident from like the amount of people that wanted to watch. Like,
again, this is why Twitch is failing. The fact that a watch party stream can simply exist on a platform like this is fucking crazy. The fact that like someone like Casey Tron can do a sleep stream while watching fucking Total Recall is fucking crazy. And when it's directly tied to like advertiser ads and stuff that is playing over literal freebooted movies while somebody is unconscious in the corner, is exactly why this site is not going to have ads in like a couple of years. Now, obviously, all this stuff with Dan and Ethan, that could exacerbate the situation. They're already on this path, and they are not swerving. This is not getting moderated. It's insane.
Death Note on stream, or the amount of people that want to watch like MasterChef or Hell.
What about the sleep thing? Yeah, literally fucking sleeping and getting banned, not for sleep streaming movie re-uploads, but because there were boobs in Total Recall. She probably woke up and didn't know why she was banned, because she was sleeping through the movie. That should not happen. I'm sorry.
Hell's Kitchen on stream. Like, it stops being...
Billy Mitchell said, still going, love the Wiggler. We love Australian judges here. Thank you.
One person making content, like a person making react content, and it starts being like a bunch of people watching something together as like friends almost, right?
No, these are your viewers. They're not... Like, the joke is they're friends and family. They're not.
So like, even if like, there are times when I am streaming Hell's Kitchen and I don't even feel like I'm adding that much, but it's like about...
You need to stop talking. Holy fuck, how has she not gotten sued? Hell's Kitchen is stupid for not pushing this. I'm sorry. Holy fuck.
community watching. Like in the same way that like watching a movie by yourself is almost always going to be less fun than watching it with other people.
Like we were telling everybody for years, these people are not heeding our warnings. They're doing this stuff on purpose. They're scoffing at us. They're like literally like the JXE VOD. You need to watch it. You need to watch the debate. I think it's on Chud's stream. We covered it here as well, where Denims debates JXE on like the ethics of stealing fucking content. It is eye-opening, right? But we were all predicting that like some big corporation is going to come through, fuck Twitch up, and all these people are going to be screwed. And then that big corporation was Ethan Klein. But like everyone knew this was coming. We've been talking about this for years.
People. Do you know what I mean?
Now, watch parties aren't inherently bad, but the kind she's done before are flat out theft.
She's just sitting there eating, watching Hell's Kitchen. Even though it's like faster, I feel like I'm risking something by showing her VOD. Oh my god, dude.
Right now.
Dude, I'm sorry. My bad. I meant to... You can't see the fucking chair because the wiggler's on the screen. Bro, they're sitting here. They're begging them. They are begging Twitch to get in fucking trouble with like copyright. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. This is insane. Dude, YouTube has like a content ID system built in. I don't know what these people on Twitch are doing, what these employees are doing with fucking DMCA.
I know, such a Chad move to talk about Jay on a React content day. I know. No.
Holy fuck, dude. That is I've never seen that clip before. That's crazy.
Look, I'm adding quality and content.
Dude, they're like, dude, she's not even in the room. The first thing she comes back is justifying why she was fucking doing this. Maybe that's like a good heads up to not do it.
Because I'm playing with Wormy.
This is what...
And by the way, these are the people who are saying that Ethan Klein is going to create a bad precedent. It's like, bitch, we've been telling you this for years. You could have just stopped doing it at any point.
She considers a watch party, folks. There are watch parties where the participants can add a lot of content to what they're viewing, but Denims does not fall into this category. She does this because she's a vapid cunt who has nothing
oh shit, dude,
unique to add to most of the content she
watches.
Holy
fuck!
She doesn't see herself as a content creator. She sees herself as a conveyor of content.
I mean, I agree, but fuck, dude, that's hardcore.
The majority of people say that they literally wouldn't watch Hell's Kitchen unless I was streaming it.
Dude, this is the debate with JXE. In my defense, Your Honor, my audience said they wouldn't watch it on their own. Dude, that's insane. He is such a fucking moron for saying that.
And it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm reacting hard enough. You know, I'm sure if you click on a random part in the video, I might not be saying anything, sure, whatever. And I might walk away from the screen. But it's about like the communal thing. It's why like fucking Toast started streaming Death Note. It's not about the actual show at a certain point. It's like, oh, it's just...
Dude, bro, I don't know. I don't get it, dude. Apparently there's a clip I need to watch in here, and it's a download clip. So I'm probably putting malware on my hard drive. No, it's one of my iconic moderators, so they're not going to do that to me. There's a new clip I need to see.
Anyways, but
new Denims clip just dropped. Let's check it out. Here we go. Denims clip going in from my moderator, Grizzly, who I probably shouldn't have named as my moderator because I'm going to get so much shit now that I did that. New clip just dropped.
But, yeah, there hasn't been that much to update you guys on. It's just like a slow process. What's the case for I came from Idubbbz? Oh, speaking of which, I do want to watch the Idubbbz video. I forgot to put it in my title as well. There's just so much to take care of today. So we're going to try and go through these topics as quickly as I can.
Okay. What's the date on this? 176. This is probably recent, right?
What was I saying? Oh, I mean, Ethan is alleging copyright.
Oh my god, wait, is that dude, is that like a Freudian clip again?
I mean, Ethan is alleging copyright infringement, and I'm obviously arguing that it is not copyright infringement.
Dude, did she talk to a lawyer at all? Was she gonna say I'm being sued for copyright infringement, maybe, charitably?
Because it's not.
Dude, she looks... Oh my... This is literally the most unsure I've ever seen anyone, ever. Holy fuck. Let me just let this part play.
What was I saying? Oh, I mean,
Wait, thinking of Ethan so hard, she adopted his tics. She's about to start like flaring her chin at the camera. This is crazy. Dude, she's talking about Ethan and now literally getting Tourette's.
They're saying, oh, I mean, Ethan is alleging copyright infringement, and I'm obviously arguing that it is not.
Grizzly, I don't know why you sent me this clip, but finding out that Denims literally stole Ethan's Tourette's is insane.
Copyright infringement. Like, it's literally not. Why is he crying in the thumbnail? I don't know.
I can't tell if that's just her being more of an airhead than usual, or that's like typical behavior.
Same reason you watch shows with your friends. You want to watch.
Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong button, but I want to remind you about Team fucking Water! Team Water, you're running out of time, dude. I don't even know when this VOD's gonna come out. You might be already in the, no, this one will be out before that. Team Water, dude. The millionaires need your money.
Keemstar Orbiter.
With other people.
Don't donate to
Mr.
me. Donate to
Oreo.
Team Water. Thank you, Run for Breakfast. I appreciate you. I appreciate Run for Breakfast. Yeah, let me set up I don't have a goal set right now. Let's set up a new goal.
Right? A lot of people go to watch streamers on Twitch for their React content almost as a curator.
Dude, if honestly, I think this is an underwatched debate. I showed it earlier, but it needs to come back up again. This needs to be relitigated. Yeah.
So they don't actually want.
Why did Denims ever agree to this? I think she was debating on Hasan Piker's behalf to somebody who was getting like a lot of clout in fighting with Hasan. JXC's beef was with him. So when she stepped in, that was like an opportunity for her to look good, and she's not smart enough to look good.
To go through YouTube themselves and watch a bunch of videos, and they probably never will go through YouTube and click a bunch of videos. They like going to Twitch because they like to have it as like, this streamer is curating fun content that I want to watch.
Now, what does this whole watch party argument have to do with a reaction to the content nuke? Well, it's the fact that she marketed her reaction as a watch party.
Oh my god, wait, I didn't know. Oh no. The title of the fucking video. I didn't know that. Why has nobody mentioned that? That was the title. Oh, this is not a drill, guys. See, I didn't know that. Rob,
Did market it as such.
Oh, because the title was changed. Oh no.
Later retitled the stream, seeing that it's a bit incriminating.
If you want to watch it with someone else who's already watching it, you know, come enjoy the watch party somewhere else.
Now, some will argue that her stream is still transformative, since her reaction is twice as long as the original video. This does not automatically mean it's transformative. As Ethan argues, she did not add enough substantive commentary.
Again, it can be long, but if you don't contribute to it, this is what the court would like have to engage with. There's no like one size fits all definition for what fair use would actually be perceived as on any different specific given piece of content, right? The majority of these things would, like, people say, oh, my video is fair use because X. It's like, well, I don't know what a court would decide, but you could give people like, yeah, that's probably the case, or no, that's probably not the case. The vast majority of them don't actually go to court. So yeah, I don't know. You have to base judgments off of previous court rulings. With the Sargon of Akkad one, where they had like the two clips back to back, where there was like no additional commentary except for the title of the video, I didn't think that would be deemed as fair use, but he won the court case, right? Like, that was a big surprise to me. Maybe it wasn't a surprise to everybody and I'm a fucking idiot, but the Sargon one kind of opened my mind to like, oh, fair use isn't just when you react to a video in commentary. There's like actually other things that could potentially contribute to that.
For it to be deemed such. Denim's excuse is that the nuke isn't worth engaging with.
If I sat here and explained why he was wrong for like half of these things, we would be here for another 20 hours. I've gone in and tried to explain how he's incorrect on like 1 every 10 incorrect takes, because I'm trying to not spend the entire week here.
I mean, I feel like my reaction was pretty good. I don't know. I mean, I'm not getting sued for it, so I guess it was good enough. Or Ethan just likes me, but...
Ideally, I'd like to, you know, I want to play some Marvel Rivals games today, okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think that... I would like to go to sleep at some point tonight, too. But, like, if I felt like I was phoning it in and I had nothing to contribute, I would shut the fucking video off, right? Yeah, I'm trying to go to fucking sleep tonight at some point.
Trying to get some Marvel Rivals games in. But it's just, it's pathetic. It's so pathetic. I don't even understand what to say about it besides...
If it's so pathetic, you don't know what to say about it? It's an hour and a half of shit that you're supposed to blame. Like, dude, Denims is supposed to be more knowledgeable than I am about majority of those issues in the video that aren't directly related to like drama talking points. As soon as this shit hits the West Bank and as soon as Gaza comes up, you're supposed to be more knowledgeable than even I am on that side. Well, not even I am. You're supposed to be more knowledgeable, full stop, than I am. You should have a lot to contribute to those parts of the video. 100,000%.
Yeah, this is wrong because this. Another wrong take, another wrong take. Okay, well, I just paused it for 10 minutes. I feel bad pausing it again because surely...
Like, are you not remotely interested in this topic? I don't get, like, why do people choose to react to stuff they don't care about? Pick another subject.
There'll be something better in here, right?
Yet, if she feels like she can't give enough input on the nuke because it's repetitive...
I recommend
Thank you!
watching Nicholas
Appreciate it,
DeOrio's latest video.
She can't explain her way out of a wet paper bag. Dummy.
True.
Then why continue watching it in the first place?
Yeah, thank you, Rob. Rob, I am, like, aligned with you mentally, clearly.
I've watched a reaction, and a lot of it is just Denims occasionally quipping about how bad it is, and slowly trying to get her own brain to work.
Yeah. What would you do if that party started gaining momentum?
The solution to that would always be education and offering more
re-education.
Like in camps?
Re-education, certainly, yeah. There should be an enforcement mechanism, and in that enforcement mechanism, I think, like...
Dude, re-education is him saying... In my head, I view that as him saying that he'd line me up against a wall and shoot me, but clearly that's not how everyone perceives it, or they'd be terrified.
Rehabilitation, which would include re-education as well.
If putting capitalists in re-education camps isn't disturbing enough, I started to notice that Hasan was carrying a lot of...
That's like not a real laugh, I don't think. I don't know, people accuse me of doing fake laugh a lot. That's not a real laugh. There's simply no way. It's like I don't know what to say here, so and they like do like the laugh track that you'd see on like a TV show, right? Like the Drake and Josh soundtrack.
I'm so sorry. First of all, where did he say that? Oh my.
It was in the clip. I don't know, maybe you were thinking about your next laugh too much at the time, and yeah.
God, where did he say that?
She does this laugh throughout the video in order to not fully engage with Ethan's points.
No wonder the video is twice as long. Is every one of her laughs like an entire minute in length? Of course the video is twice as long.
And even mocks him for complying with fair use.
Isn't it weird that a lot of these clips are like 5 seconds short? Not 5 seconds long, 5 seconds short.
Denims also gets up to leave during the Countdown podcast, not pausing it at all.
Dude, you don't look at pictures of horses in your porn stash.
Oh, God. There's just no way. This shit needed to have ended a long time ago. How many times do we have to tell streamers to not get up and walk away? Or it's eventually going to catch up to them? Like, I feel like this is kind of cathartic. I don't know. I know every day, more information. If you give me more information on this, I literally feel less empathetic to you every single time.
Unless you're attracted to horses.
I'm gonna go pee, and hopefully, when I'm back, they're done with this.
Yeah, no, he might want to be the horse.
Absolutely.
But he also wants to fuck the horse. He finds the horse sexy.
You have.
And they're talking about like Vosh. This should be like an easy clap. Wouldn't you want to distance yourself from Vosh, considering both of you guys are like leftists? It's like an easy opportunity to do that. She's getting sued for this live stream. I remember, I covered it. We actually covered, we did a whole segment reacting to a portion of Denims' thing. We're like, oh, we watched the whole thing through Ethan Klein. Now we're going to watch the whole thing through Denims. Obviously we didn't, or it would have taken literally like 6 hours to do. Right, but we watched like some of Denims' reaction. It was awful. And we were responding to Denims' arguments made throughout the content cop. So I did spend like a sizable amount of time interacting with Denims at this time period. And we covered her Vosh stuff too. 10x
Mr.
speed.
Worldwide?
Yeah,
Oh my
you look
god,
better.
Dale.
You do look better.
Mr. 305. I see it.
Dude,
you should do this.
I have an alternate.
Dude, she's a Hasan Piker waiting room who went to be an Ethan Klein waiting room for the day. It's insane.
Suggestion that was sent to me that I'm actually a big fan of to just do the inverse of you, actually.
And for those of you about to argue, this wasn't during your content nuke reaction, why are you showing this? Well,
it's the same stream, yeah.
This countdown stream was also copyrighted and registered with the Library of Congress, as revealed in Ethan's complaint to Denims. He just knew that these people would lazily watch it with their viewers, not adding much at all. I mean, she's clearly seen checking her phone during it. Denims, as usual, has been struggling to defend herself against a lawsuit, so she has once again been trying to label Ethan and his supporters as misogynists.
He's targeting women who
The
have
only thing he's massaging is his fucking watch, dude. He's caressing that shit.
less money because A, it's easy to target people that have less money than you in lawsuits, but B, because he's trying to obtain a very particular audience, which he's successfully obtaining.
Oh no, it's those alt-righters that hate him for being Jewish. Oh no.
An audience primarily of people who hate women.
She's trying to argue that Ethan is going after her.
Dude, I'm sorry, most of those people also hate Jews. That's kind of their thing, is hating women and Jews.
Casey and Frogan simply because they have a vagina, and not because they never bothered to learn fair use. Ethan was well aware that people like her would use this as a scapegoat, so he made it very clear why he's only suing these three.
I think if you're a reactor on Twitch, for the most part, if you make a good faith effort to comment, and if you make a good faith effort to promote the author, to link to them, to try to drive traffic to the original video, I think you're probably pretty much doing the right thing, and that's fine. And I would never sue someone for that.
I wonder what the effect of this lawsuit has had on different content creators and their own reactions. I don't think anything has really changed on my front. We'd already been doing this, where we stopped watching full VODs like a while ago for videos like this. Like, this is a special case, and I'm covering it across my solution here, because Rob said to watch as much as I wanted on this one, is that I'm uploading it in 2 separate parts. So, like, you can't just sit down on my channel and watch his whole video. It's being uploaded twice.
Take it to these 3
That way, like, hopefully people will watch it and go continue on his channel.
absolute morons to state their intention to steal my property on video. You know, and to all the detractors who are saying that I'm targeting women, that I'm a hypocrite for suing for copyright infringement, I just have this to say. I don't care.
When Denims fell for the bait, Ethan jokingly threatened to sue Sean the Black as well. He expectedly got called racist, though.
Dude, that was, yeah. I'm gonna be also suing a black guy, so for anyone here who thinks that I hate women, it's not true. And everyone's like, oh, no!
Oh, it was obvious Ethan would have never sued Sean, since nobody knows who the fuck he is. He's like the John...
But hold on, Casey Tron is also getting sued, so I don't know. Unless you're like a DGG orbiter, I don't think you... Oh, well, okay, I'm seeing F on screen, so I'm thinking that the stream went down for a second, but I'm gonna keep going because I don't think that happened. Well, I mean, it did happen, but like, you just gotta refresh. YouTube keeps glitching out, especially late at night.
Tyler of leftist streamers. Now, it's not lost on me that Ethan is partially motivated to sue these 3 because they're critical of him, and have justified the harassment campaign. But I personally don't care about this because Ethan is setting strict guidelines for who he'll sue. He's going after those who are intent on stealing from him. Those who do it out of spite because Ethan is going after Master Hasan. Someone who doesn't actively hate Ethan isn't going to say out loud that they want to siphon views from him.
Even though theoretically I could sue a lot more creators and rake in millions of dollars, but the purpose of this is not financial gain. People like XQC and Asmongold may have watched the entire thing, but I would never sue them just for doing that. I don't want to chill the reaction community into fear. Actually, the opposite. I hope that we can all unite against this type of egregious behavior that not only makes us all look bad, but could destroy the commentary community as we know it.
It's so funny that even after all this started happening, I don't think Dark Viper has said like a word. Could you imagine if this ultimately leads to people, like, I guess, more ethically reacting to content? After this whole Dark Viper, like, after that was like his whole personality, and he's been fighting for this for years, imagine if this is what literally, like, changes reaction content.
Because they don't care about what's true. They don't care about what's correct. They don't care about what's honest. They care about pushing their propaganda as hard as they can. And they're not going to listen to your arguments. They're not going to listen to your genuine criticisms. There's no point in engaging in good faith with people who aren't good faith actors. There is no point in engaging in that way. You should respond to people the way that they respond to you. If they are dishonest liars to you, then you can make fun of them. When they become interested in...
That is such a crazy comment. Because you know she wants to say you should be a dishonest liar, and then mid-sentence switches it up.
They are dishonest liars to you, then you can make fun of them. When they become...
Dude, you gotta treat people with the same energy.
Actors. There is no point in engaging in that way. You should respond to people the way that they respond to you. If they are dishonest liars to you, then you can make fun of them. When they become interested in good faith arguments...
It's like that doesn't even track.
Good faith criticisms, then you can engage in good faith criticisms back.
Now, there are
No, you should just generally try to be good faith because you're like better than the other person. You know? That's like a good showcase that like, hey, this person seemingly like, you know, gives kind of somewhat of a shit. I don't know, dude. So many people just like start flinging shit or whatever and they stop playing. So then when any onlooker comes in, they're like, oh, both of these people are retarded and crazy. You know, actually the one that I saw for that, who was the guy who fought with the, not Thought Slime. There was like the slime guy, and then he was going after this other dude. And I got total bad vibes, so I just didn't cover the story. Who the fuck am I thinking of right now? Yeah, Don't Be Like Destiny. That's like a good word to live by. It was like slime something. Not Thought Slime. Fuck, dude. Somebody has to know. Somebody has to know what I'm talking about. Not J-Station. Slime Cell? Who did it was like a huge YouTuber who was getting attacked for like, was it gore or something on his Patreon? Slime Sickle? No. It wasn't the slime guy. The slime guy was calling him out. But there was like a guy getting attacked for like gore. Slime Beast, maybe? To be honest, I couldn't tell you. Plague Moth. Oh yeah, who fought with Plague Moth? Plague Moth and the slime guy. Right? Was it Slime something for Plague Moth? Yeah. Thank you!
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
Dude.
Nicholas the Goat, thank you for the $5, my man.
Dude, it was Plague Moth versus like Slime Shitto, right? I don't know. I still don't I don't even remember who the slime guy was, but I took like one look at his channel because I was like, I don't know if I want to cover this Plague Moth stuff. And this guy had like a fucking schizo meltdown on Twitter. He was like, nobody fucking asked you, Nick DeOrio, to cover this shit. And he was completely fucking insane. I took like one look at the content and I'm like, yeah, both of these guys are completely out to lunch here. I am not gonna... I think Tom was doing like interviews with them. I was like, dude, these guys are a huge waste of your time. You should completely ignore everything that either of these people have to say. And that completely removed... I just pulled myself entirely out of the conversation. Not the Gorg, I don't know what the fuck. Plague Moth, yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Concerns about these lawsuits setting a bad precedent.
Dude, Plague Moth versus Slime Shitto, dude, is the most iconic drama that you guys don't even know about.
When it comes to online streaming. However, I personally don't care if it mainly affects Twitch and their enforcement of their own rules, as that system clearly needs to be fixed. What I mean is that there's tons of massive streamers who have been permanently banned over single incidents, yet many others get off almost scot-free after breaking the same rules time and time again. My favorite example is Strawberry Tabby, a booby...
Who the fuck is Strawberry Tabby? Wait, hold on. Alright, I'm gonna guess here. I'm gonna guess.
The same rules time and time again. My favorite example...
I don't know if it got spoiled, I didn't see it, but I'm gonna guess here, based off of this streamer, based off knowing nothing about this streamer, she's been banned 32 times.
Example is Strawberry Tabby, a booby streamer who's been banned 10 times.
Oh, only 10. Fuck. Okay, I was wrong. Dude, the easy, like, you'll never hear like an 8th ban for a partner unless it's like a nipple popping out. If a nipple pops out, there's like there's no number of bans that will get them to permanently remove you. So you'll have somebody get permanently banned for like a one-time offense, and then it'll be like booby streamer 15 got her 5th partner ban or something like that, or like 15th partner ban will pop up.
Times over showing nudity. The longest she's ever been banned for is just a week. Yet on YouTube, she doesn't even try showing nudity, since they'd outright ban her after 3 such incidents. Now,
why is this your favorite one? Just out of curiosity. Monkey Jones got fucking nuked.
YouTube's 3-strike system isn't perfect, as they've sometimes given creators 3 strikes in a single day. But inherently, it's much better than Twitch, who doesn't seem to have a strict limit on what gets you...
Dude, you know the way to avoid the YouTube strike policy? Well, there's two things. You can either hire someone who's not retarded enough to upload a clip 3 times in a row while it's getting struck over and over again. That's probably a pretty solid one. But for the most part, the way that you could avoid this like horrible fate happening to you is to just not get caught in articles. That's what it used to be. If you got like an article written about your shit, you were getting banned that day. They would just throw you off the site. If they deemed you a potential financial risk, all fucking bets are off. You're off the site. Other than that, though, it is pretty manageable to navigate. So I guess you could take or leave it. Ultimately, that's how the site is going to enforce it. Most sites would probably enforce it that way.
Permabanned. This is why so many streamers on there have gotten away with flat-out copyright infringement. CaseyTron has been banned before over watching the movie Total Recall on stream.
You went to high school with her? That's crazy, Rob.
Yet got unbanned after 2 days and went right back to lazily watching other people's work. These people probably don't even think what they're doing is wrong.
Dude, if I can't show your video in a reaction fashion on my stream for risk of a fucking company striking it on YouTube, because you're like just playing the entire like Happy Gilmore movie or something, it really shouldn't be on Twitch either. They need to do something about it.
They never get proper punishment for breaking Twitch's guidelines. If you agree with them politically, or if Dan Clancy finds you to be good wank-off material, you won't risk getting permabanned. This is inherently why people hate Hasan and his orbiters. These people get away with violation after violation, while others risk permabans over similar behavior. Here on YouTube, you can't even play more than 20 seconds of a movie without a copyright claim. Nor can you play more than 6 seconds of a song. These people will watch entire films, and some streamers like MorgPie will just play copyrighted music in the background. Here on YouTube, if I call for Denims to be killed, I could risk this video getting taken down.
Yup, but on Twitch, it's a real luck of the draw type situation on if you're gonna get a 1-day ban.
Yet on Twitch, they get away with calling for violence. Despite these creators getting special treatment and
it's unironically, Twitch is bad for the general ecosystem. Twitch allowing this stuff to happen on their platform can negatively impact everyone else.
Being protected by a massive corporation, they cry like a bitch when they get hate online. And it's funny too, since these are all wannabe socialists, who rely on one of the biggest beacons of capitalism to stay afloat in the sphere of content creation. I'm not gonna cry a fucking river when Twitch streamers start having to face the consequences of their actions. Denims, get fucked. Frogan, get fucked.
Thank you, Rob.
CaseyTron, get fucked. If you're just a regular streamer who obeys the rules, I don't have an issue with you. I have an issue with these airheaded homunculoids who constantly—
Homunculoid is insane. That is an insane fucking— Okay, thank you, Rob.
break the rules and whine when others do even less. Embarrassingly, Denims has had to start up another GoFundMe, which still hasn't surpassed a third of its goal. In fact, it hasn't even surpassed the amount of money she made last time, and it's—
People are like, Nick, you don't understand. These people have jobs. They'll be able to afford more money. It's like, well, they didn't. They absolutely didn't. They didn't have more money to throw. Either they didn't believe in the cause this time. Like, she is actually being sued, right? Either she has lost support. Well, maybe not. Maybe not, because there are 3 people being sued now, so the pot might have got split. That's a more fair, I guess, thing.
It's been over a month. Even more humiliating than that is the comments, with H3 fans gifting money so they can go right back into Ethan's pockets. So happy to donate to this pro-terrorist Twitch streamer. I'm glad it's going to a good cause, aka Ethan's pocket when he drags you in court. I gave you more than your Habibi Hasan, who is too busy saying—
It still feels like a slur to me. I know that was like the very beginning of the drama and we've been here like forever now, but it still feels fucking weird to say that.
How rich he is at the face—
It just sounds like you're saying something wrong.
Party. How dare you beg for money when there's a genocide going on? Have some grace. Though at least—
I can't believe all this harassment. She should refund those immediately.
The comments aren't as brutal as the ones on the Frogan GoFundMe. Here is $5 for Ethan. Don't eat it.
Oh my god. You can get in trouble for this on YouTube, so I'm not going to, but—
It's like—
Denims has also tried—
What was that?
Go walk around. Stop eating so much food.
Oh my god, wait, what?
You are already very fat.
Like, you are fat. Go walk around. Stop eating so much food.
I can't believe she said that to Frogan. That's so crazy. Just kidding, obviously, for any lawyer listening.
Food. It's like—
Denims has also tried conducting more OnlyFans photo shoots to raise money, doing this one while posing with the lawsuit. I know she's trying to make fun of Ethan for putting this photo in the letter,
But like posing with Hitler on your fucking... That's so funny.
but it's even more ridiculous that she's posing with it to arouse her Gooner fanbase. She's trying to pass this off as bait, pretending like she literally isn't the butt of the joke.
I wanted to make an easy block list for anyone who wanted to go ahead and block a bunch of, you know, absolute morons. So if you would like an easy block list, this tweet, I left replies open, 1.5k replies, easy block list. The number of replies in here,
Yeah, by the way, easy block list if you want to go individually block every single person that doesn't like me online. In case you have like 3 hours, you can go through this fucking list and then you'll never have to see the people who hate me again, dude.
that say skank, whore,
Oh, it's not even an easy block list. I have to actually read them.
OnlyFans.
Have you considered not doing an OnlyFans if you're insulted by... I'm sorry, a Fansly. If you're insulted by people talking about your Fansly or your OnlyFans, right? Like, if you don't want to be known as the OnlyFans person, you could not do OnlyFans. I don't understand this. Like, you have to constantly victimize yourself to be an OnlyFans model. You can't just like own it. I like, does Belle Delphine cry this hard when people talk about her doing OnlyFans, or is she successful? So at that point, who cares? I don't know.
etc. I think we all know, Ethan, the audience that you are trying
Like, you have to be a self-deprecating OnlyFans person
to obtain. Okay?
Oh yeah, have I made fun of Denims for doing adult content yet in this video? Skank, whore, OnlyFans.
Jesus Christ, Rob! Alright, we got it.
At this point, I don't care if she calls me sexist for that. People like her will twist anything to make me seem sexist regardless.
I don't know if TOS likes those things, Rob. How the fuck do you... I don't know.
And it's usually...
I would feel fucking terrified saying that shit on this fucking video.
Projection anyways, because her fans are the ones treating her like a sexual object. Her fans are the ones wanking it to the cleavage pics. She knows she can easily farm sympathy from the haters and make them all sound unhinged without showing direct evidence.
But it's also in my YouTube comments, in his YouTube comments, in my Twitch chat, and
I don't know. I'm sorry. Like, maybe I'm just like a fucking asshole. But like, I don't view a person who sells like their naked pictures or like tasteful, I don't know what the fuck she posts. I have no idea. She has a Fansly model where she like clickbaits her ass, and I don't know what's under the money sign. So I don't know if it's actually like fucking bare ass or something. But my point is like, I don't understand. How can you play like the moral high ground on people calling you out for the type of content that you literally actually make? It's just extremely bizarre.
in my Instagram comments, probably thousands at this point of comments.
It's like when people say like sharing an OnlyFans model's nudes is like revenge porn. It's like, no, it's not. It's a fucking copyright dispute. You could file a DMCA. This is not like, obviously if it's nudes that were sent privately between partners, yeah, it's revenge porn. But if you fucking download this shit and you choose to leak it, you're not sharing revenge porn. At that point, your naked pictures are no longer like protected in that way. It's a paid for product that you're selling. You should file a DMCA and like wipe your eyes. This is insane.
Comments.
They're lewds. I don't know, because she covers them up, so I don't know if she's wearing like clothing.
That are anywhere from whore to probably the worst would be like a rape threat.
And then
Like, I'm sorry, does she DMCA people who like repost her fucking pictures? Or are those also like abolish IP stuff? Like the people, all these women who are like super fucking pro get up and walk away while people react to their content, are they okay if people steal their goon shit? Is that like do they allow that? Is it just free consumption under capitalism or something? I don't know. Like, do they like strike down re-uploads of their porn?
Turns out that all those rape threats were coming from Tectone's father. Would be the twist of the century. Part of the reason why Denims is so defensive is because of her long history of posting degenerate gooner shit. This is a bit of a tangent, but it's really funny to me. Denims would horny post on Twitter under the guise of making really unfunny jokes. If it was just a few times, I wouldn't care. But it's clearly a pattern. Gender equality is when I get to come a lot. Woke up sick, and now I desperately...
Oh my god, thank you. Holy fuck, dude. Dude, This is literally the fucking kryptonite
Need
to their
is a
fucking
gen-
bullshit, dude.
Gender equality is when I get to come a lot. Woke up sick, and now I desperately need a submissive and breedable boy wife to nurse me back to health. Dudes who use this emoji give the best head, for real. Can we start a Milky's—
Like, you sexualize yourself all the time. You lose your ability to criticize people for doing it to you. You sell pictures of yourself in sexual poses. Is that better? And and half your shit is like horny post baiting to promote it. I am allowed to insult you for this if I choose to. Yeah.
Monday trend on Twitter? I want to see some pics of guys with just the juiciest pecs today.
It's like, dude, I'm sorry. This is more misogynistic than like anything I fucking said about you. Like, you're literally you're a stereotype. Like, how could you possibly be mad at me?
That is too much to ask for. And yes, dudes are replying of shirtless pics. And some were in schoolgirl uniforms. Free feet pics, finally. This was in response to Vosh posting pictures of his feet online. I would pay real money to put this guy in a maid outfit, and then duct tape him to an ironing board until he begs to be released. Need to put a really smart guy in a maid outfit, and interrupt his diatribe about Leninism every 10 seconds, to comment about how hot and breedable he looks. Women who drool give the best sloppy toppy. Men get flustered way more easily by dommy behavior, and it's so fucking hot. Can't stop thinking about how busting
but this
makes
is
me
like
feel
the
good.
equivalent of Idubbbz having like a life-changing realization when somebody walked up to him at a convention and said like N-word F-slur. Could you imagine she went to a convention and someone was like, "Hi, Denims, nice to meet you," and she's just like, quits porn? Could you imagine how funny that would be? Dude, that would be so fucking funny. She immediately after that becomes a conservative trad wife, like within seconds, dude. That would be the funniest shit ever. Holy fuck.
Denims not being a gooner? Oh no, trust when I say that I am a gooner, okay? I'm just more into the, listen, the weirdest I get is like...
I'm just like, can you imagine Denims in an Arab country? I mean, I feel like in some of the places, some of these people who are defending would like... I don't know. Now at that point, I don't know if I can make that joke, but like, I don't know. Some of these people wouldn't be very fond of Denims.
The weirdest I think any person is allowed to get, okay? This is the weirdest. Overwatch porn. That is the weirdest you're allowed to get, okay? That's the weirdest. You got me. You got me. Most normie gooner. What?
What's the name of the guy?
You're only one
from
step into
Keemstar
degeneracy?
Orbiter?
Okay.
Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Well, all right, we know that Denims isn't a normie. Wait, hold on. Rob, there's still a little time left. Are you priming me? Am I walking into this one, Rob? A normie gooner. Are we gonna pull up her fucking DeviantArt next?
All right, all right.
Recently, Denim's old Tumblr accounts were
Oh shit, Rob! I fucking smelled that one from a mile away.
discovered, where she posts really bizarre art. This came about because I recirculated clips of Denims defending Chris Tyson last year, after the Shadman stuff resurfaced. These clips managed to get their way to Ethan, who also brought up her old drawings, much of which is NSFW material, which he'd post while being around 17 to 18 years old. People have speculated that some of this art could be considered lolly, due to how Denims describes them.
Some of this shit gets pretty sussy baka.
Dude, sussy baka. Let's hear it, Ethan. We didn't cover this on stream.
This one makes me very uncomfortable, and especially when you read the description.
I
love Harvest
Moon. I don't want to showcase that on my stream.
Also, precious children cuddling in bed. Precious children cuddling.
This is like, oh god, dude. This is how like every fucking VTuber fan interacts with like the shark one.
In bed, she said.
Those two characters are from Harvest Moon and are canonically of age.
Okay, alright.
But it's weird to describe them that way. She'd also draw furry art involving two young boys, describing them as dumb gay babies. One
Fuck?
One is described as a lamb, aka a baby sheep. It seems
alright, this one was censored by Rob, so maybe that one's not good.
Seems like Denims quietly deleted some posts from her Marwako account. As the one Ethan showed on his podcast has been deleted, I typed in the link and everything. It was also recently unearthed.
Yeah, Denims recently did like a fucking... I don't know if she recently did it, but she did like a Fansly set for people to jerk off to, where she's sitting in like a pink room with a bunch of teddy bears, and it's really weird.
That she did what I can only describe as a pedobait OnlyFans shoot.
I mean, I don't necessarily know if I would call it something else. It looks. Again, I don't really know who's into Care Bears.
Where she poses with teddy bears while showing her feet. All I'll say definitively is that Denims is a creepy gooner.
Here is two.
I'm not bringing the video back until we're through the segment.
Making out prepubescent looking characters, and the caption is "Little Babies." That's the title, "Little Babies."
Some of these girls looked pretty young.
Little baby.
Oh my god, the Vosh soundbite, no.
So yeah, I'm gonna continue making videos on Denims, cause it seems like we learn more and more weird shit every day. And to any Denims fans out there who are going to complain about how many videos I've done on her, shut the fuck up. You people should be the last to complain about this shit. I mean, Denims has a weekly stream segment called Mold Mondays, where she spends hours ripping to random Asmongold videos.
No, Spore Sunday is in reference to when we watch Mold.
No, don't say it. I thought Mold Mondays was about J.K. Rowling.
Content, which is in reference...
Dude, that literally just startled me. Please don't play the clip. Please, Rob, don't play the clip.
...to watching things like Asmongold, like this, which we will be doing today, unfortunately.
And she can make fun of Asmongold all she wants.
Now that we have Mold Mondays, we have shit Saturdays, too.
I've even dabbled in that art form. And heck, keep farming H3. Keep making streams about Ethan where you lie about him. I get it, you're desperate. But if you're going to obsessively talk about these people every single stream, I get to keep making video after video, milking your shitty takes for views. It's that simple.
Bro, Nick Merckx fell off this drama. Remember when Nick Merckx was like super involved? Oh no, it's Drew Pavolou. I fucking hate that guy. Holy shit, dude. Go to jail, Drew Pavolou.
These Legos aren't going to pay for themselves. This stuff is expensive. Denims clearly isn't going to change. She doesn't even have the capacity to apologize for anything.
Let's see. Take responsibility for my own life or blame you. Ding, 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 ding. Blame you.
True.
Please, hands down.
The better solution. The better solution, dude.
Oh, no.
And the overall problem is that she exists in an echo chamber that will always cheer her on, even if she does something objectively fucked up. These people she's surrounded herself with have made her way too comfortable. That's why she's constantly going after the same few targets. It's the people that the Hasan orbiters are already mad at. You know she's not going to risk going after someone Hasan's community doesn't widely hate, because she can't actually defend herself without them. In fact, she struggled to effectively go after Ethan until his beef with Hasan started last October. Denims won't fully engage with her opponents, which is why she instead watches lazily made video essays or cut up Banapanada streams. She'll support his content while sticking her fingers in her ears and going, la 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 la, not listening.
I think she struggles with a lot. She struggles with the arguments, she struggles with being entertaining, she struggles with contributing to videos, she struggles to wake up in the morning. Oh, look at that. It's Banapanada's face. Hi, Banapanada.
He doxes people. I legit don't see Banapanada's career ending any differently than Chris McKinstry's. Again,
who the fuck is that guy?
I legit don't see
I gotta watch that one. Whoa! Holy shit, dude, the title is insane!
Banapanada's career ending any differently than Chris McKinstry's. I guarantee you that deep down, Denims is not satisfied with her online career. She's insecure about her adult content.
What the fuck is this screenshot?
Denims is not satisfied with her online career. She's insecure.
Is she reacting to fucking the H3 subreddit, making it look like he's shitting? Like, that's... Wait, what? Why is she even showing this?
Insecure about her adult...
Why is this screenshot existing? Why can I pull this up?
Content. She's not confident enough to call out creators on her own, and she has some of the worst work ethic for a streamer I've ever seen. It makes sense why she doesn't even know what having pride in her work means.
What does take pride in your work mean? I don't know.
She'll try and pretend to be this hard work.
Well, okay, so what you do, taking pride in your work is finding someone named Pride and taking him in Destiny's bed.
Working person who lives a normal life. But I don't believe that. She lacks any semblance of being genuine. Shit on Hasan all you want. But when he's not being a socialist grifter, I'm sure he's probably a normal dude outside of work. There's a reason why this guy has so many normie friends in the content creator space. I can't say the same for Denims. I don't think she's grifting. She's just a dumbass who's probably insufferable to be a...
Yeah, true. There's a Wikipedia for this Chris guy. Canadian researcher in AI. Okay, so this is not like a lol cow. Did this guy just get killed? Is that what happened? Because he was like creating... Yeah, he's found dead with a plastic bag over his head, connected to the stove gas line with a hose. He was found to have posted a suicide note online. So is this like somebody they didn't think actually killed themselves?
Round. There's a reason why all our friends are women of sex addictions who do OnlyFans,
He fled to South America? Jesus.
have BPD, or both. All she can do is ignore criticism of her and project it onto other people.
When the fuck did I hold the lollipop?
Because she lacks the ability to self-reflect.
He doesn't care about what's real. He doesn't care about the fact. If he
Wait, what?
cared about the fact, he wouldn't report
I've never seen this clip before.
the way that he does. Report. So generous. On things the way that he does. He just wants to shove his slop
I have lost a lot of weight, Jesus. Not like enough weight, but a lot of weight.
down any sucker's throat that he can find. And if he's not interested in having good faith conversations and actually making good faith arguments or criticisms of people, why the fuck should we do the same for them?
Is this about me? Is she saying that, like, I'm not willing to have good faith criticisms of her? Is that what's happening?
That's ridiculous. So you lie about people, make up
Or is she talking about Ethan?
random scenarios that didn't actually happen, refuse to provide any context, insist on shoveling your slop down people's throat, and we're supposed to what?
Why am I like a passenger in this argument? I'm completely fucking confused.
Do what the Democrats do, and when you go low, we go high. Oh, fuck off. No, I think we should make fun of you and expose you for being the total fucking loser that you are.
I was thinking the exact same thing, you worthless cunt.
Oh my god, dude! Rob, that's 2. It's like a fucking rated PG-13 movie. You can't do 2.
Denims,
I agree, but like, dude.
you can laugh all you want, but I can sense the fakeness. Ironically, the only part of her that isn't fake is her tits.
Dude, Rob! Thank you. Rob, you gave me trouble, Rob. Jesus, thank you. I appreciate you. That was a fucking good video. Check out the Patreon. Rob is a Patreon if you want to support him there. Obviously, Twitter. Content Nuke Denims. This is fucking good. Did you worked with Sensitive Society on this, or did you pull up a Sensitive Society video? Because he wasn't in the video. Was he? Maybe I missed him? I didn't know he was here. The clip of Ian saying, rape is good. Dude, wasn't that... Wait, hold on. Where is that? I don't know if I saw that clip, but I'm pretty sure I've heard him say that before.
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping
Thank
up
you.
a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
If there's only one word you could use to describe Denims, what is it? And why would it be the demonetized C word? Edit Rob coming in clutch to say it for me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't... Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's pretty... Yeah. Here. Is good.
Just took the time to virtue signal before dying.
Oh, I think we skipped this one segment.
Rape is good.
I bring all this up
Dude.
because death signal before dying.
Rape is good.
I bring
Dude, there it is. There it fucking is. Yeah, I think that was really good. I think, dude, I gotta be honest with you. The best segment was the Destiny accusations. This is a good video. There's a lot of good stuff in here. But, dude, hearing someone finally argue the Destiny audio and about how she backpacked off of fucking Pixie is so awesome to have that in a video. Obviously, it didn't super age well because Destiny continues to be a fucking demon and doing absolutely ridiculous shit all the time. And he's like an optics disaster to associate with. But like, this fucking segment is insane. Holy shit. I guess more than an optics, a moral nuke to associate with is probably a better way to word that. He's like a moral J-dam. What the fuck, dude? Lazy Shell made the art? Or was it the picture in the art was Lazy Shell's drawing? Does Lazy Shell do thumbnails now? I have gained empathy at 32. Also, laughs at human skulls sent to Ethan and Gila. Yeah, literally. Downfall of Hasan and his orbiters have been beyond satisfying. Denims has the mindset of a teenage girl who never grew up. Well, again, that's most of it. But dude, that's like super common. This is adult high school. Most of these people literally are teenagers who never grew up. That's literally what's happening right now. Yeah. CZ's World. Noah Samson is a human equivalent of a stale potato chip. That is so fucking true, Rob. Beats by My Dad 69 is an insane name. You know, like Beats by Dr. Dre? Like Beats by Dre headphones? Beats by My Dad is fucking nuclear. Dude, what happened to Beats? They used to always be shitty, but people used to like... They used to be cool, dude. Getting a pair of like Studios or Solos or Pros. Now the whole Beats line looks like some shitty Apple slop since they bought it. It's like, I got the space gray. It's like, dude, Beats are red, white, and black. If they dropped red, white, and black Beats that look like the OG ones, I would buy a pair of those headphones. I don't even care that over-ear headphones are kind of cringe now, and it's all AirPods, baby. AirPods all the time. And most of my fucking head time is being spent with smart glasses now. I would have a fucking pair of Beats by Dr. Dre. Remember the old Monster Cable ones? Those were fire. They're less shitty though. I don't even, dude, it's the aesthetic that I wanted Beats for. These were not the best headphones by any stretch of the means, but like, it's the aesthetic. Like the Detox, dude, how much is it for a real pair of Detox fucking Beats by Dre on eBay right now? Let me see how much those would cost, because I've always wanted to own those, the blacked out Beats by Dre, even though it unironically would look like space gray. Beats by Dre Detox Pro. How much would that cost me? Can you buy them? Okay, $131? That's it? Nobody cares about these anyway. They were $500 at retail. They lost value? Maybe it's because they're old and shitty. $97? Are they fake?
Nicholas the Goat, thank you for the $5, my man.
Bro, these were so clean back in the day. I feel old now. Like, I have a pair of the white ones. And you could just replace the caps.
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
I might look to see if I can get a clean pair. Yeah, those are sick, dude. Headband. You can literally buy the fucking cushions. That's crazy. Buying used cushions. This one says read description. What's wrong with it? I don't want to show it on the screen, but because I don't want like fucking brigade eBay ads. Ear cover needs to be replaced. $80. That's so fucking nuts. Limited edition black. Limited edition. This is $200, but it's full, complete in box with the monster cables. That's crazy. That's nuts. Yeah. I'm trying out the Meta Oakleys. I'll let you guys know. I'll report back. I ordered a pair for my dad, and I bought myself a pair of them. I don't know if they can fit my big fucking head, though. So when I try on his, I'll know if I have to cancel mine. But, yeah, apparently they have double the battery life. So I've been talking... I like the Ray-Bans and stuff. I might check out those eventually. Well, I will be checking out the Oakley ones because they're double the battery life, increased photo quality and stuff. I gotta tell you, though, the Ray-Bans are literally the best. If you go to concerts, sporting events, or anything like that, and you want, like, a camera, but you don't want to be on your phone the whole time, the glasses are fucking clutch. Like, at the Yankee game, they were fucking sick. It's literally, like, and there's no, like people don't go, oh, you need to take those off. That's stuff you're not supposed to film. Not that I do, of course. But, yeah. All right, I think that we're going to wind it down now. It's about time. It's about that time. We did 5 hours tonight. Let me hit some supers, and then I'll be back. I think I'm going to be pretty active the next couple of days. Tomorrow evening, I'm going to try to batten down the hatches on the pinball setup and figure out how to use the new Sony camera that we just fucking... that the channel just paid for. Thank you guys for the support. And then we're going to test that thing out, the new, the whole setup. So we're going to have video out, we're going to have better lighting, we're going to have new cameras, and hopefully, if my calculations are correct, it should be more modular, so I could, like, put this thing together very easily, and it won't be very difficult.